you're here, grab a cold one, maybe a beer.
Havana!
Stay alert! In the chat, giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat.
Get away from Bill's cowboy.
Jim says sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show.
In the garage.
Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Sunday Night Hangar Talk, starring Jim Beauchard.
Hello.
Oh, I missed. There it is. Michael Wright. Mark White. Lloyd. The Grumpy V Logger. And Lon Dillard. Well, you won one.
Nailed it.
The buttons are too small for my fat fingers. Welcome, guys. Thank you for coming in and supporting this fun and frivolity. And yes, the Zoom call that everybody is welcome in to join. Let's say hi to everybody. As a matter of fact, Akarasha, Warren, how you doing?
It's
Welcome
not
in.
Zoom.
John? What?
It's not Zoom.
What the fuck? What are you?
StreamYards.
Is it your job just to sit here and correct everything that comes out of people? It's like a Zoom call.
It's another
It's
joke.
not
And Brits.
Zoom. Okay,
Brits anyway.
it's not quite entertaining, but we do it anyway. All right. So what else we got? We got London on Don, Mudball Don. The link. We got a link for you, Don.
Give me a ring.
Yeah.
Come on in. We love you.
Yeah.
Warren Akarasho, I said that. Paul of the Wedge, the Wedge and Big. Welcome in, Paul Brown, and Jay Bird Joan, and John JRC. Where you been? Can I say hi to your friend Kerry? Hi, Kerry. That's interesting. What, does Kerry like me? Hi, Kerry. Everybody say hi to Kerry.
Hello.
Hi,
Kerry.
Kerry.
It's not John Kerry. I didn't vote for him.
No, yeah.
Yeah, no.
Kerry,
And I think that's everybody. So everybody for now. Well, it's been a while. I haven't seen you in a while there, Mr. Carroll. Welcome in. And Mike, did you notice the holding picture?
I did.
You didn't notice the holding picture for the video?
Yeah, I did.
It's a picture of Mr. Wright, the day that I met him.
Right.
I didn't realize that.
The day that he always
Which
forgets happened.
Which you were.
He's doing the DJI dance with his
Yeah.
Phantom.
4.
Anytime.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ashley Brown, welcome in. That's Mrs. Wedge and Big. This is Wedging of the Big. Let me see. Here, I'll show it to you. Where is it? No, that's not it.
Click it. Make it bigger.
Here, you got to show the most graceful guy ever.
Oh, no.
Oh no! Oh wait, we want audio, so we're not going to do it that way. Let's open up a tab because that's how I get audio. I got to pull this up in a Chrome tab.
Chrome Dome.
I don't know why. What the fuck? Of course, it's not going to work for me today.
I think you meant WTF.
There we go. I got it. Because who's listening? That's not
I
annoying.
was doing a
Mr. Denard.
yeah. I was just filling the void for you.
We could probably talk. Would be good. We could a little bit chit chat in between.
Sure, hello.
Well, I have something to chit chat about. Apparently, I owe Don an apology. I didn't try to shit all over his video. I was just trying to make an off-color joke, and he took it a little personal, and I didn't realize it. So, if this is such a backward. I don't like apologizing like this. You know what I mean? If I hurt your feelings, I'm really sorry. You know what I mean? But I didn't intend to upset you. If that is good enough, I hope. I certainly didn't intend to upset him, and I didn't want to imply anything negative about him or his group. I never intended any of those two things. So again, I'm the world's worst apologizer. To be honest with you.
Well, you'd have to do it more than once to get fucking practiced.
I know I have to
I
get
know.
practice. I know, right? Yeah.
Got to admit, that's the first.
That's it. Yeah.
I rarely apologize for anything, quite frankly.
Yeah.
But you
There
like
you go.
and you didn't mean to insinuate
that's-
that everybody in Missouri is a racist. Okay, let's go.
Only half.
My mate used to say that. He said you can only
There you
take him anywhere twice, once to
Oh,
avoid them.
that was a.
Okay, I think we started charging batteries.
It's like the ballet.
Windy
It's like
day.
I'm watching the.
There you go.
21.
Aha. And it's off.
2021.
This was the first big drone meetup.
Yeah.
This was April 21.
50 mile an hour
Well, he
gust.
brought every drone in the world that year. Right? He brought like 6 drones or something.
Phantom
Phantom
1,
Phantom
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 2, the Phantom 3.
I was like the first person to put a drone up because it was so windy, and it was my Mini too. And then everybody got brave after that. That's right. I'm taking credit.
Yeah, it was
the
super
Mavic Pro
windy.
came out in 16.
Nobody was flying. It was so windy. But if that little shit could take it,
So Windy's got to wear a hoodie? Holy lifter.
That's Florida, guys. If it's under 70 degrees, they break out the
hey,
hoodie.
speaking of JC, there he is.
They
See in the
bust
back,
out their
on
hoodie.
the other side of Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got the long pants and hoodies. Oh shit! It's under 70. Brr.
50
There he
mile an hour
is.
gust. Then. Yeah.
He's got his stick straight out. I mean, his antenna straight out. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Finger wag. That is not the proper antenna placement for an RC. Wag, wag, wag.
Johnny Drone Flyer. No, it's not Johnny. It's some other short guy. Who's that?
Somebody's launching
Is
an
that Mark
all.
Fisher?
Quick, run! Somebody's launching an all.
Oh, is that Ron Lockwood?
Get back.
Yeah, Ron back there.
Yeah. I wish he'd come to the last one. I'd like to meet him in person.
You know what? That surprised me that actually they went with an Android device on
This
that.
is why you don't remember me, because Matty kept sticking himself in between us.
Interjecting.
Ron in the
That's
background.
Ron. Is that Ron Brown back there?
Yeah, in the background.
Like
And
Ron.
Johnny.
I see Johnny anyway.
Yeah.
No, I don't know who that is. Never mind. It's a younger guy. Is that Ron Brown way in the back?
It's Ron Brown.
I guess not, though.
It's Ron Brown.
No,
Is
I
it
think
Ron
it's
Brown?
Ron Brown.
Is it way back there? Okay.
How many people were at that meeting? It looked like
Look.
about 10.
It's a drone. We've never seen a drone before. It's so funny. You guys are all standing around looking at this drone going, wow.
I'm gonna turn this down. Too much wind noise on my phone. Holy cow!
That's pretty cool, though. That I remember
Well-
when I got there, everybody was flying, or at least a few people were flying anyway. You're right. Everybody got brave after Mike kind of blazed the trail, so to speak.
It was. I already flew my Mini too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I flew my Mavic 3, but yeah, big deal, right? You know.
Well, then they came out with these bricks like that. Like that Phantom and that orange thing back there.
Yeah, I'll tell. Yeah. The guy was flying his Karma out there. That was hilarious.
It's,
He had like 4 of them.
that's Charlie there.
See, look, Mike, you actually looked at me and you're talking to me right now.
Hey, you're right. How about that?
Warren is in the back.
All right, now we're doing a calibration. What the hell? What's up with all the calibrations?
I mean, fancy picking the Florida meetup to fly a white Phantom against white clouds.
Warren, can you catch me on the video? I don't know. Were you on this video, Warren?
Warren went to the meetup.
Not to my knowledge.
No.
I still think he's AI.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you said his name by accident because he's got a question mark behind it. Maybe
I
you
think
said
the guys-
Warren and you thought you were talking about him.
Did we
You
know
thought you said
Warren
Warren.
back in 21?
No.
I mean, it is a strong wind. Did you see how that drone just backed up about 2 feet?
I think that's
Yeah.
Adrian Mateo.
Oh, could be. Yeah, me and Adrian
Oh, that
Mateo
was- that's
roommated that year.
You can't prove I wasn't there.
Adrian's definitely there. Yeah, that was Adrian.
Adrian's there. I must be there because we roommated that year.
Oh.
I got the hotel room and he stayed with me because I don't know if he couldn't find a room or what it was. I can't remember. But anyway, he stayed with me.
Maybe he was afraid of the dark.
That's right.
Oh, look, you're talking to me again.
There's Twinkle Toes back there, Brad. Before he biffed it, before he face planted.
There's Charlie Mafia right there.
Rodney Bell.
You have to tie his hat down. It was that windy.
Who's that behind Mike? Between Brad and Mike,
Rodney Bell. Oh,
with the dark T-shirt and yeah, that guy.
trying to remember.
I should know, and I don't.
Is that hot? That's Hot Rod back there with all his fingers.
Oh, there he is. Yep.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't recognize that guy.
Mike's wearing such a boomer hat. That's such a boomer hat. You know what I'm saying? It really is. That's such a boomer hat. I swear that's a boomer. That's like the boomer identification hat right there.
You know, my family can't stand it.
It's a Newfie rain slicker hat.
Yeah, it's probably real utilitarian, I guess, but
It is.
yeah, no one under 30 would be caught dead wearing it. I mean, you're like, what? No.
You want to see some more of that stuff or no?
Yeah, sure, if you want
Yeah.
You know, a little blast from the past. I mean, I don't know.
Beats the crap out of what we normally would do.
That's setting the bar. Yeah.
You could regale us with what the pawn shop is all about.
Oh, you guys already know. I buy things off people, and then for a low cost, and then they can come back whenever they feel like it and give me exactly the same money for that object.
Yeah, is that?
Well, no, even pawn shops get a little vig. You know, they get a little money.
No. In fact, I eat the shipping both ways. I pay for the shipping.
Well, you did have the
and I pay
honor.
the shipping back.
You did have the honor of possessing that drone for 3
Yeah.
months.
Yeah.
Exactly. I just
Did
get
you-
the pleasure of possessing your item for however long you.
Did you actually give it back?
to keep it
Sell
to
it back to him?
No.
Okay, I wouldn't either.
Hi, Jalen Cheetah. How you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
Little sharp bow shark. Hello.
I won't take a loss like that.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not built
that's-
like that. I'm not built like that. I can't just take a loss. You know.
Nobody likes losing. Nobody.
Now what? And not on purpose, for God's sakes. You know what I mean? If it accidentally happens or whatever, okay. But you just purposely go out of your way to lose like that. It's just no.
Like
I'm not gonna do
maybe
that.
if you forgot what you paid for it, then that's the loss for
Yeah.
Or if you sat on it for a while, you know.
Right.
You know,
No.
then maybe.
That American swimmer definitely doesn't like losing, does he?
What happened? Are you watching the
23
Olympics?
gold medals.
Hey, Jordy. Hey, send your kid a link. He hasn't been on in a while.
On
a link-a-dink.
Why not?
Stinky Link.
I don't
Why
know if I've
not? We
seen
only got
him
what,
since-
9 people in here. Just have them all on the panel.
Now who's
Really?
that?
It's 15 here so far.
Billy and Sean.
Best. Okay.
Who's this guy?
Charlie Mafia.
Oh, okay. All right.
Drone Psych.
There's Billy Kyle, I think,
Billy
right?
Kyle and Sean. Sean.
Yeah, I recognize Billy.
I'm going to be posting this. Promote your
Hey, Billy Kyle.
Drone Psyche.
Sean
Drone
Oz.
Psyche. I know. I don't even know how I chose it.
Hey, Lambo.
Kind of like it, actually. I lost your
Hey,
drone.
Brad.
Okay, I lost your drone, so I'll do your face. There was another drone Psyche,
Is that Ken behind him?
but he's drone space Psyche.
I don't know who that is.
Is that
behind
Sean?
him.
That's Sean Oz, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I thought the other one was Ken, but it's Sean.
Yeah.
Sean,
yeah.
and then the other guy, I don't know. I
Here,
can't
too.
remember enough.
It's alien.
You got the the alien tech. I put that on my
Go
Skydio.
25 miles with that thing. Sorry, I exaggerate sometimes. Where's your
No.
drone? What was this?
So you used one of those? How did you like it?
It doubled the range on my Skydio. I was lucky to get a half a mile urban with my Skydio. And I put that on there and it doubled it. I got about a mile. And the same, I tested it back to back and I got a mile. So.
Cost a fortune, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I haven't actually reviewed any of these, and I haven't seen them in 4 years, so or 3 years, 3.5 years. These videos, so I don't even. I'm just throwing the links into the. I'm going to show you some more, but I don't know. I don't know if there's going to be anything interesting. Here we go.
Hanbo.
Oh, there's Stevie.
Oh, wow. Wow. Look at this. Wow.
Wow.
Johnny,
and that's Stevie, and
wearing a mask. So that was back in.
In fact, Stevie brought the. That was the first time anybody had seen in person. That, as far as I know, a DJI FPV. He brought.
I brought one too. I brought mine too.
You brought yours.
I had it. Well, I had it. Didn't Mike? Mike, didn't you have yours or no?
I didn't have it then. No,
you didn't have yours yet. That's right. Yeah, I had it. Stevie DeBronx had it, and then the Maverick had it. Maverick, remember the Maverick?
Yeah, that's one that bounced it off the top of the.
No, it's one that landed into the. Yeah, where did he ran? He hit a tree and then it landed in the water. And once his nuts dove in and got it.
He's going to give it a shot.
Yeah, who got it? I can't remember.
Mark Fisher.
Oh yeah.
In the water and got it.
Oh, this is when Maddie lost a prop.
Hey, Brett.
Apparently didn't quite have it on right.
It'll do that.
Oh yeah.
Better there than in the air.
Go up like that.
That's unusual because they're threaded, counter threaded, and the normal thread and counter thread or whatever you call it. And
3 out of 4.
So when the direction they spin usually is the direction that would tighten the props. Oh wow, it went quite a ways.
Yeah,
there you go.
Wow,
that's pretty good. Jeez.
Looking for it.
Wow.
I haven't seen that since 3DR Solo.
A little bit of torque there.
It's like, bye.
Billy Kyle standing there.
Could have get impaled right in the forehead.
It's always sticking in their eye. Prop eye. We call them prop eye from now on.
Prop.
Wait, these are threaded. These are twist and lock, right?
They lock in and they
Popeye.
they unlock.
We just didn't lock it, Micah.
Okay.
There you go.
Is that Maddie's Phantom?
See, look at the wind's doing. Push that drone right back as soon as it comes up off the ground.
It could be Maddie's.
What?
I don't remember Maddie ever having a Phantom 4.
It's very
Don
mine.
says
Yeah, this is Maddie's.
box.
He had a Phantom 4? Okay.
Yeah.
God, I miss mine.
I don't remember.
I still have mine.
I remember he had a
That's why
Feeney.
I flew mine yesterday.
Oh, my boss says they're twist locks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at a Phantom in forever, man.
Yeah, it's twist lock. He didn't have it. He didn't have it locked. So Maddie almost didn't have it. If they had made it long enough to get up in the air, that would have been bad.
Yeah, not locked all the way and flying off. Yeah.
That would have been bad.
That was twist locky.
That would have been
It didn't
was
fly
it Bob
off
Casey
later.
that lost his like that.
All right, let's see. See what else we got here.
Unlucky. While you're pulling something else up, man, the idiots that are leaking stuff about the Neo, it's just incredible. That Chris, what's his nuts?
What's his nuts?
Something. Let's talk about drones, guy. I can't think of his name right now. He was trying to say it came with Goggles 3 and the motion controller and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, Chris, did you even look? Because somebody posted a picture of a back of a box, right?
Right.
And the people are so fucking stupid, right? That it's obviously Nevada 1 back of the box with some of the Neo stuff photoshopped on it, right?
Right.
And it's got like a battery, a goggles battery. Hello, stupid. And then five blade props on it, and all the pictures of the Neo have 3 blade props. I mean, how stupid do you have to be?
Yeah.
And he's going for hook, line, and sinker. He made a half hour, I'm exaggerating, 10, 15-minute video on and on about it. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna come with goggles. It looks like it's gonna come with motion controller. I'm like, really, dude? And you're the drone expert, huh? The drone guy? No, the drone geek. Is it drone geek? Is that his
For
channel?
$200
I don't know.
$269. Yeah.
He owns a company called the Droning Company. Him and some of his friends.
Yeah.
I have a company called the Droning Company. And they're supposed to be experts. He's the
Yeah.
drone expert.
Maybe it just means he drones on and on and on and on. Maybe it's got nothing to do with flying anything. I mean, I don't know.
Well, then I'd be an
Hey,
expert.
Lambo, what's up, Brett? Brent, how you doing? Good to see you, Brett Lambo.
No, it was
Yeah.
Drone Geek, I think his channel name is. I'm gonna look now. Drone Geek.
Lambo drives Zambo. Maddie's so tall. Yeah, he's supposedly like 6'9" if he talks to you about it.
Handsome. Yeah, the Drone Geek is his channel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Who's saying good night? Somebody said good night already?
I've seen him. He's a youngish lad.
Oh,
isn't
a Fear Show. He said he was passing out when he first
he's
came
a,
on.
he's a tired little boy.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. Get your beauty sleep. We all know you probably need it.
Don't
All right. Here we go. Now Lon had no, I'm brand new to this whole community at this point because I had just Maddie's the one who invited me to this thing. I didn't know anybody. I didn't even know
RB.
Ray. I didn't know anybody. So I'm just walking around. I'd only had my Mini 2 since December. Late December was Christmas, and this was April. So I shouldn't even talk to me because he's a big guy. He's a big shot. So let's see.
Who?
I don't know. Ron.
Oh, Ron didn't
It
even
was
talk to you?
windier than this, and it had no problems at all.
Well, I watched that video with Lucy.
So, I want to thank Bill for being a big fan of the Phil and Ron show. Coming in,
How could I not?
checking us out.
How could I? Anybody that could survive Philadelphia is, a hero in my book. But yeah, that was a lot of fun watching you guys with Lucy on the beach and sand in Mikey's toes.
And I got some real good B-roll footage that hasn't been seen yet. Wait until I see the B-roll
Okay, cool.
that I took on the ground.
Better watch out. They were liking Idaho drone cop. What's his name?
Marcus.
Marcus. They were liking Marcus in your absence there.
Oh yeah. Well, Marcus is good.
Yes.
Marcus
Nice
is
guy.
He's good. In fact, I have this hat here. I'm about to put on in a second, but I don't want to put it on now. They lose it in the wind. I'm about to put out his helicopter hat.
Yeah. He seems like a good guy. I'll have to meet him
He is.
sometime.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
That's nice. Nice. guy.
He said that whole thing there without saying,
Hiya, man. And Steve here is good.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, we'll show this, I guess.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you could hear all that? Yeah.
Here we have the mosquito man. Mosquito drone.
he's hinting that you should be playing the I'm sorry.
All right, I'm trying to preview this a little bit, but I don't know.
Right over his head.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm right screen up for that shit. All right, I'm not sorry.
I'm sorry! I'm sorry!
That's enough, Lois. That's enough, dear.
I'm
That's
awfully
just fine.
sorry.
Yeah, we're awfully sorry.
Kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit sorry.
Yeah, I thought you guys. Somebody said I'm sorry on the last video, and I thought that's what you were talking about. So you didn't hear it, I guess.
Can you introduce yourselves again for me on the thing?
Oh my God! See, this is how little I actually know people. You're gonna see something interesting here. How well known these two guys.
Hey, who are you? What's your channel?
Uncle Bill. Who are you? Oh, you're a pervert.
Do you fly?
Who are you? Who are you? How far does it go? Huh? How much does it cost?
Can I try it?
How high can you fly?
That's right.
How long does it fly?
I couldn't remember these guys' names. Look who it is. We have the mosquito man.
Joe.
Mosquito drone man. fellas, can you introduce yourselves again for me on the
And Rodney Bell. I thought that was Rodney from the back.
Rodney Bell.
Rodney
Bell channel
Yeah.
on YouTube. I'm Tony from Tropic.
Tony from Tropic.
UAV.
And here's more stuff than I could possibly ever imagine.
Good Lord.
Having the drone van.
Somebody
That is
needs
a
a
drone
drone.
van.
And his favorite is he doesn't know. Because you love them all.
Yes, I do.
Take him 24 hours to charge all those batteries. Holy shit.
It's a fairly impressive van of shit. He's
Yeah,
got.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought Mike carried a lot of stuff.
Yeah, he might have Mike right. Not by much, though. Not by much, though.
I don't do that.
Mike
so
just
much.
hasn't put in the effort. Mike can carry that much stuff.
I have to
Yeah,
reminisce these things because I really wanted to go to Las Vegas, and then I looked at the money, and it's initially it's gonna be around $2,000. I'll probably end up spending close to $2,500. I just can't rationalize that.
Yeah, I can go to South Florida next year for about half that.
$1,200 for the hotel, $400 or $500 for the flight. I got to rent a car. I don't have to, but I will, I guess. Somebody's got to be the one that runs everybody back and forth to the fucking airport like I usually do. Oh, sorry, Lon. I mean, Lloyd. I wasn't even thinking about you. I swear to God. I was thinking about Austin. When I went to that thing in Austin, I rented a car, and they ran out of they gave me a Mustang. I said, I don't care. It's just me. Okay, I'll rent the Mustang. And then I had the 6'3" Toto brothers back there, and that little tiny seat. And then Ray, I dropped several people off at the airport, and it wasn't exactly around the fucking corner.
No, it's not.
Really wasn't.
No.
But I spent quality time.
Yeah.
And I really
quality
don't.
time. Yeah,
I don't regret
I
it.
actually enjoyed that ride up there with you because
Art, I had to bring him to the airport too. No, I shouldn't say had to. I wanted to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you
That's how
had
you
to
say
take me,
things,
or I was
though.
going to move in with you. One of the two.
Well, and I don't mind helping out, but there's a point where, hey, I need to go down to the store, get the car out. But wait. Bring the car around, boy.
I need a pack of smoke.
Yeah, I need a pack of stogies.
But no, I had a great time in Austin, and I would like to go, but it's just.
Well, no, there are people that are like Brad. You might want to check with Brad, B-Rad.
Yeah,
he might be looking to share a room with somebody.
No,
okay, that'd save me about $600, I guess, like half the price of the room, right? You stay
Yeah.
4 days.
I've got an extra room on Friday and Saturday night.
An extra room?
Extra bed. I got 2 queens. Friday, Saturday. I'm up for stuff right now.
You're gonna have 2 queens with you?
What's that like having 2
Friday and
queens,
Saturday.
Mike?
Only.
Well, there you go.
Really? Mike, I would room with you. I like Mike. Mike, do you mind the fact that I have sleep apnea and the neighbors are going to complain about the noise?
So do I.
It's just going to rattle the windows.
I wouldn't worry about whether you'd bother Mike with his sleep apnea.
You get the harmonics of the two machines running together.
Yeah, it would be
each other out.
Yeah.
It's like noise cancellation.
Yeah, exactly.
I've roomed with Johnny. I've roomed with Lloyd. I've roomed with Lee.
Are you bringing your?
There you go, Bill.
Yeah.
Are you bringing your?
I was just so damn tired. Even his snoring didn't bother me.
I don't usually bring it. I should, but I don't. Maybe I will if I need to.
You snore.
Well, if you got a roommate, it'd be nice to bring
Yeah,
them
like you
back.
said.
Semi.
It does help.
It takes a lot of room up in the carry-on.
Yeah. One less drone.
They don't.
Okay. So wait, you're only staying 2 nights though.
Friday, Saturday night. Yeah.
You're only staying 2 nights.
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Actually, I'm staying with another friend. On Thursday and Sunday, Monday.
Oh, so I sleep in the car in the parking lot the first night.
No, I got a friend that lives out in Vegas. So
Airlines don't consider the CPAP machine.
He's staying at his friend's house that lives there, and then he's coming to the hotel Friday, Saturday
I
night.
felt like I ought to help contribute to the event that Bob is putting on for at least staying at the hotel for at least 2 nights.
Yeah, because they got to get so many people in that hotel.
They guaranteed 50 rooms on their own. So
I mean, I'll look at the total cost. We'll see.
That's the only
My wife's very supportive. She said she didn't want to go. I wanted to turn it into let's go to Las Vegas, you and I. Now she's been there before she met me, so she's already. I've never been, so I think
Well, my wife's
okay.
really.
I get to meet with everybody. I get to go to Las Vegas. She doesn't want to go. Oh, we're very busy that time of year. I mean, she wants to make the money because she's nuts. You can't even take. I can't get her to take a fucking day off.
Come on, Friday, go back Sunday.
But she goes, well, but you go. You know what? Take $1,000 and go. Yeah, $1,000. Not going to do it, honey.
Aside from your wife, Mike would probably let you stay pretty cheap in his room because he's got it anyway for Friday and Saturday. I'm not trying to talk for Mike, but I'm just being honest, right, Mike? I mean, what does it matter?
The whole room is
it doesn't matter.
Oh, you mean you'll
550 round
for Friday and Saturday
total?
Yeah. So you have to get a room for Sunday if you want to stay. No, I know Mike. Yeah, okay. He's a nice
let me understand. Now I feel like I'm begging, like a pauper. No, I will pay my fair share. However, are you saying the room is there all 4 nights, or you only rented it 2 nights?
I've rented it 2, but I know I can add another night to it.
Oh. Well, I'll pay. I would pay the full price for the other night.
Yeah, right. Sunday you could add Sundays. What I'm trying to get at.
I've also got a rent a car for 6 days.
6 days.
You guys are rooming, so you can drive around together.
I'm going out there on Thursday. I'm coming back on Tuesday evening. So.
And Bob's arranging buses, isn't he?
I'll give this some thought.
I am that person. I'll arrange everybody's trip if you let me. I will. I used to arrange all our motorcycle trips. I'd arrange motorcycle trips for 50, 60 people. I'm like, you do this, you do that, you go here. This is what you're gonna do.
We'll see what the plane fare costs. We'll see what the car rental costs.
Hey, just so you know, Allegiant just opened up West Palm. Allegiant just opened up West Palm, and Allegiant is a major carrier into Vegas. So if you look at Allegiant, you can look from West Palm to Vegas. It'll be a nonstop, and it's probably reasonable.
Allegiant, that's not one of those airlines where you gotta put on battle gear to get your seat, right?
No.
Okay. All right.
I always fly Allegiant. It's not that bad. It really isn't.
I don't know.
It's not great. It's not great, but it's not.
No. To me, great is the chair's not sticky. We take off and we land and I get there. That's great.
I can almost promise you that with Allegiant. They've almost never been late. And even when the one time I was late, it had nothing to do with Allegiant. It was the airport.
Well, even a little late is not a big deal. As long as we get there safely, I don't give a shit. Anything else is just gravy,
As long as the doors don't fall off halfway there.
Yeah, but you could step on a plane in West Palm and get off in Vegas,
which is cool, because West Palm's actually pretty cheap to leave your car to leave your car in the parking lot there. It's a very reasonable.
You got a wife, man. She could just drop you off at the airport.
No, she'll get lost.
Oh, okay, my bad.
No, she's Asian.
Oh.
I'll never out. When I get back, I'd have to go looking for her. You think I'm joking? And it's not like it's a lot of roads to get there. It's connected to this area by one highway. You know what I mean? It is. I would never have my wife do that. Never. However, if I flew out of Orlando, I could park my car at my dad. My dad. I pick him up, and he could just drive me with my pickup to the airport, and he would just park it at his house.
You're gonna have to do that.
He lives like 20 minutes from MCO.
You're gonna have
to do
wouldn't
that. It be cheaper to use a taxi to the airport rather than pay the parking?
It's expensive.
What, parking where? It's expensive?
No, I'm just saying, isn't it cheaper to get a taxi there than pay for parking for the week?
No.
All right.
No. It's a few dollars. It's not as bad as you think. You park in the cell phone lot. You don't park in the parkade. Even the parkade's not that bad. Plus, if you use the Sun Pass, you get a discount. Blah blah blah. How much is it? Wow, that's awful big. How much is that?
$250 through 6th.
What the shit?
$250 for what? How many days?
6 days.
Really? All
Yes.
right. Well, that's worth it.
So you don't need to rent a car.
What?
Yeah, rental cars are cheap in Vegas. We got a rental car cheap too.
Now most of them are double this. Out there. I got this for this.
It's a minivan.
This was recommended by Bob Dempsey as well as Tom at company.
Was that SX or XXT or whatever?
SIXT, and I actually got it before they even mentioned it.
All right, I'll look into it.
I was concerned.
You know,
about
if I can do this trip for less than 2,000, I'll just tell my wife it was 1,200.
Oh, you definitely can.
Oh, you definitely can. Yeah.
I pay all the bills.
On the exchange rate. Yeah.
She doesn't know. She just trusts me not to take advantage of that. That's why she has an account where she sticks money, because she trusts me, where she sticks money aside every. People think, oh, she's planning on going. No, she's not. She's actually taking big chunks of money out of it and paid off my car, this and that. But she's like, no, you'll spend it. It's like, well, what do you? That's not fair. But she, we're gonna use that to pay the house off. So anyway, okay. Now I'm thinking maybe I'd like to go. Everybody's work like, yeah, you need a vacation. Been here 4 years.
What's the dates for?
Huh?
What's the dates for Vegas?
8th, 9th, and 10th.
November 8th, 9th, and 10th.
Yeah.
December, November.
3 weeks before the election.
November, 2 days after the election.
That's after.
That's
Oh,
after
3
the
days.
election.
3 days. Yeah.
Oh, Vegas might be burned down by then.
Ha. Hey, sorry, Bill. You can't take Allegiant. They don't have all the routes put together yet.
I'll figure something. That's all right. I don't care what the airline.
There's other airlines. Frontier.
I've never taken the discount ones, Frontier or Spirit. Never taken them.
Did you hear about the
Always
Frontier?
been United and Delta and American. Huh?
The Frontier pilot in Houston
I heard
got
about
taken off his airplane and arrested.
Oh yeah, I didn't hear what for, but yeah, I heard about
It was domestic violence.
Assault on a family member.
Oh, I thought it was a joke here.
No joke.
I thought for sure Beauchamp was getting rid of.
What do you
family member. He was assaulting his family member while he was flying a plane.
What do you take me for?
Comedian.
A dark humor comedian that wears clown makeup to tell. Yeah.
I'm down in Houston again now today too as well this weekend. So.
What's that?
I'm down in Houston again this weekend.
I'm down in Houston.
Down from Dallas.
Down for Houston, dog.
All right, so Mike's going to be there and Lon's going to be there. I got to go now.
Yeah. Billy's going to be there. Ken's going to be there. Aldrin's going to be there.
I don't care about them. Although I like Aldrin. But Billy and Lon, they don't come on they don't come in here. They don't say hi to me.
Vic Boss is going to be there.
They're
number 4 to sign up.
They're very polite when I see them. You know, like you're polite to people that you have to put up with.
I believe
Billy Kyle's a nice kid. Billy Kyle's
seems like a very nice kid. Actually. That doesn't mean anything.
Ridiculously nice. Ridiculously nice.
I know they even talk to me.
Too nice. Let's just say that. He gives out his phone number way too easy too. Let me just say that and I'll leave it at
that. You know what? If I go, I'm going to put that to the test. Hey, Billy, let's hook up sometime. What's your phone number? I'm going to see if I get it off him.
How much you want to bet right now? How much money do I have? I promise you, if you ask me for his phone number,
you know, it's not like I'm not safe. What am I going to do? I'm an old married guy that doesn't do it.
That's not the point.
Yeah, I can just post it right now. You want to post it?
I was going to say, let's test it out, Lon. You give me his phone number. I'll phone him, ask him for his phone number, and see if he gives it.
Yeah.
That's confusing.
So anyway, so yeah,
I like those guys. Sometimes I think people don't like me, but that's I don't blame them. You know, a lot of people don't like me.
Lots of people don't like me.
I didn't think you didn't like. I didn't think you liked me. Actually, the first few times I met you,
me?
You looked at me like I smelled bad. Yeah.
Well, you smelled bad.
What? It could have something to do with it. When did we meet for the first time? Actually, was it in Austin?
Probably Austin, I guess. I don't remember. Billy Kyle.
Yeah. I didn't have that impact on your life.
Yeah. They do.
I met Uncle Bill. I'm sorry. What?
They fly out of Daytona to Vegas, but I don't think they got the right dates for that. So that's the only downside with Allegiant. They have very strict dates they fly. And
no, MCO is perfect for me. Like I said, I go see Dad that day, and I'll just park the truck. Will be parked at his house. And he's literally 25 minutes from the airport.
Well, Bill, you could go through Fort Lauderdale. Southwest flies there.
Yeah, that's an hour and 40 minutes.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I know Dad MCO's further, but like I said, I see my dad.
Right.
I'll leave a little early, spend an hour or two with him, and I'll just drive to the airport. He drives my truck back to his house. It's not a big deal.
There you go.
Depends.
God, you guys have me half convinced to go. I'll just rent a van and sleep in the parking lot of that hotel. You guys.
There you go.
Yeah,
I was just looking.
They'd allow that.
I can get a round trip ticket and economy plus. Because after flying in economy, it's like I'll never do that again. It's $558 round trip.
That seems like a lot.
That seems like a lot, actually, to me.
Yeah, well, that's for economy plus. But if I go with regular, I could get it like for $250, I think, round trip. So
what do you get? What's that plus? What do you get? Do you get a lap dance or something?
It means you get to stretch. It means you get to stretch your feet out. You'll be put in the first one right behind first class. There's a set of seats that allow you. They have more leg room, and you can stretch out. There's nobody in front of you, so
you're right in front of the door.
So when is everybody getting there? Are they getting there that Friday on the 8th? Is that what we're talking about here, Lon?
Yeah, I'm getting there on that Thursday. What is that? The 7th.
7th, yeah.
And I'm leaving just because we got our rooms that way. That's all. Now we're getting in there kind of late on Thursday.
I'm arriving Thursday morning, about 9 o'clock, and then leaving Tuesday
All right,
night.
so we'll go 7th and then it's over what, Sunday or Monday?
Sunday.
So you fly back Monday morning, right? I mean, is there anything going on Sunday?
There'll be yes.
Okay, so it's really Jesus.
It's really Friday evening.
Yeah, it's 5 days. That's 5 days.
Yeah, Friday evening to Monday is what I would.
It's Friday.
We're leaving Sunday night ourselves because I got to be to work on Monday for certain.
Bill,
I
hotel,
can't stay Monday.
the Green Valley Hotel. My rate is.
Well, then let me try Friday to Monday.
That's Green Valley. My rate is $508 for 2 nights plus $35 a night plus 70 plus 14% tax. So $600.
That's the problem with the resorts.
But $600 for 2 nights total.
Yeah.
So $300 a piece.
So LAS, Harry Reid, where is it? LAS, All Airport. Where do you go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not an answer, Lloyd.
Yeah. LAS. Yeah.
LAS is
somewhere in Nevada.
Yeah. It's McCarran, though. Is the
used to be McCarran.
the list Harry Reid now. It's LAS, though.
He changed the name.
Harry Reid. Okay, that's the one.
Yeah, it's LAS, though. It's Harry. I forgot about that.
Okay, let's see. Search.
Dude, you're looking at about $500. I've already done the search.
That's hotels, you dumbass. All right.
That $35 that's the hotel's charge, is that per person as well? Not per room?
No, that's per room.
That's
per
the
night.
room,
The resort charge per room.
Yeah. Because there's a resort fee and all kinds of cute shit. They have a lot of amenities is why, though. I mean, that's to justify it. They have a shit ton of amenities that we probably wouldn't use.
Normally, if you do a resort fee, it's per person.
Yeah, it's hard to say.
Okay, Orlando to Las Vegas. Let's see what Travelocity does here.
They're going to tell you about $500-$600. I've already looked it up.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if I would suggest maybe waiting. Normally, I like to get my tickets early.
Well, Frontier Airlines can get me round trip for $262.
That's one.
Go for it.
Just one of the
non-stop. American Airlines with what the fuck are you going to Los Angeles for? So you pass over Nevada, go to all right. So, and that's the first one is 4 hours and 55 minutes. The second one is Orlando to Las Vegas. Is American Airlines. It's $225 round trip, but you got a 5 hour and 6 minute layover in Los Angeles.
I would do the first one you're probably looking at. It's 262, right?
There's another one from Spirit Airlines. There's another one from Spirit. I'll just wear my boxing gloves.
Bill, Southwest has a round trip, 281 from Orlando to Vegas.
That's what I would do. I would go Southwest because the bags are included. Yep.
Bags are included, and then let me just see what the next night is. Maybe returning on Monday would be.
No, just book it, dude. For real, Southwest is 100 times better than
And Monday you can
any of the
return
other
it.
airlines, quite frankly.
I'm not seeing Southwest. I didn't see Southwest. I'm seeing all. You got. I mean, I could do. I could do.
You go directly to Southwest, just about.
If I want to do a major airline, the first major, big one is American.
Southwest, you save baggage.
Yeah, your baggage is included.
Well, so is American.
No, it's not.
I can get one.
Says you.
Says me.
American is 350 is 352 round trip with a stop in Charlotte.
Plus
For an
baggage.
hour and
$35 bag.
Plus bags, plus that Charlotte
Let me
stop.
see. Let me see. Let me check. First checked bag is 35. You're allowed a personal item and a carry-on. That's all I'm going to bring.
That's fair. That's fair. I'll go along with that.
No, a carry-on with the drone in it and my APAP. Maybe I won't bring it. I'll just snore away. And underwear. What else do you need? Anyway, carry-on and a personal item is the laptop and like that. So that's all free.
Yeah.
That's 352 round trip.
Bill, a carry-on can be a backpack, even.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be a
size backpack.
Oh, I know.
It doesn't have to be a merce. Your merce.
Yeah, I want to bring some clothes, though.
Yeah, it just has to be a certain size to fit in the.
But you can bring a carry-on and a personal item.
Yeah, I've seen people bring on
And
bring on the rolling ones
What
and
weight
have
is
a backpack too.
That's what I did.
What
I
weight
did
are
that.
they allowing you carry on? Is it?
Well, the personal item I usually bring is the laptop bag. I could fit stuff in that. That's the
I was
person.
taking a laptop in the backpack, and then bring more things.
Well, that's the carry-on.
No, that's no, it's not. It's personal.
Oh, that's a personal item. Okay.
And then I get a carry-on, which is a small suitcase as well.
Let me
That's
see.
how I brought 5 drones. I brought 2
Let me
check
see,
2 bags.
I'll tell you what. For $225, American Airlines,
That's
and I
a
could
deal.
spend 5 hours in Los Angeles.
No,
Who doesn't want to do that?
Well, the reason it's so cheap.
Los Angeles Airport.
Well, the reason it's so cheap is because you're not guaranteed to ever leave Los Angeles. Because
Well, I mean, but the timing's not bad. You leave at 8 a.m. and you don't get there till 4:56 in the afternoon. So your room will be ready.
Yeah,
that's why I
you don't want to get there before checkout.
I just looked at one. It's with Allegiant Airlines. It leaves here at 12:09 in the afternoon, and it gets there at 1:03 in the afternoon. But it's a 2 hour and 50-minute flight.
Yeah, you're much closer than I am. That's why I don't understand the pricings.
It's $244. So
round trip. Look at round trip on Southwest.
Yeah, so technically my time will only change by an hour, or I'll have only flown according to time an hour, but I'll actually do it's nonstop too. So
Yeah. That's all I
Frontier nonstop for $262. That's pretty damn good.
Go for it.
Is that round trip for sure?
That's right. Well, yeah, we'll see if they got.
Yeah,
Click them.
That's what it says.
Sometimes they mess you up.
I clicked on
Say
it,
that.
and 262 standard economy cabin, seat choice for a fee. No, thank you. I don't care. Personal item included. Carry on is $53 to $99. So now I put my carry on it, and that could be $75 or $100. Then I may as well just take American.
Or you could go Southwest and carry 2 bags, carry on.
My
Southwest does 2 bags.
Round trip, yes.
Yeah, they give you the
You have to
bags
put
and
your-
everything.
You have to put your feet through the floor and help the airplane go down the runway and stuff.
I fly Southwest all the time. That's my favorite.
Southwest is one of the nicest
I've never
airlines
had a
you can
problem with
fly,
it,
in
ever.
my
I've
opinion.
never been late. I know they're late at times, but I've never been late.
Okay, I'll check out Southwest. Relax.
yeah. I
But
came
then
in
Southwest fly out of Orlando
Yes, I looked at it. I looked at it.
I already looked at it too.
because Travelocity does not have Southwest listed at all.
Southwest has their own. You go directly to Southwest.
Well, they all do, but okay.
No, Southwest doesn't own anybody else. They're on their own.
Okay, I'll check out Southwest. Sounds good.
I came in
what was
on
the round trip? How
United,
much?
and God, I hated their
Round trip.
their
Go for that. They do have
737s.
Stopovers.
But Mike, you did Southwest from where? From Orlando to Las
I
Vegas?
looked at Orlando to Vegas, and what I tell you it was $265 or something like that.
That's awesome.
Round trip.
Plus
Nonstop.
the taxes. It's $300 for your taxes, whatever, or is that total? Whatever. It's under $300. That's awesome. So $300 for that.
That was
Now,
total.
the hotel room. Let's look at that again. So how do you get that deal from these guys? Is there a link?
Ah.
Is there a link?
Well, you got to go VegasMeetup.com,
Okay.
and then there's a link to go to the hotel.
I'm helping
Really
other people.
booking your trip. It's so funny.
And
We're
you
on
can
live
Well,
stream.
I'm helping other people make a decision. You know, maybe they want to go, but they don't know. So
You could go for just Sunday night if you
VegasMeetup.com.
wanted
We're
to.
under construction. Check back for an update soon.
No, they're not under construction.
That's what it says. VegasMeetup.com.
They're doing some kind of
VEGAS
dealio.
Meetup.com.
You could
Well,
call the
let's-
hotel and book it that one day if you wanted. Probably.
That's on
Or
Square.
Mike can just book it and you can give him the money.
I could just add it to
Unless
my room.
Bob's doing this
Yeah,
all.
that's what I would do.
I just add another room to the night.
Yeah, that's what I would do,
Not to
Mike.
the room. Yeah. Let me look at this bill. I'll tell you what the number is. 508. Let's see.
Yeah, you're right about Frontier. That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah, this.
Well, it's one back though.
Some-
You see one person only.
Some of these flights are garbage though. When they leave and land and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
pretty bad. Pretty bad.
You know,
11 hours.
Oh,
All that could be fixed with a decent bar. You know,
dude.
close to cook. What?
Yeah. No, nonstop. I'm a non-stopper, baby.
I spent it. Well, no. I understand that. You know, but
Yeah.
if you have to, you know, as long as they got some good food and a decent bar, you just hang out. You meet the locals. You do a little live stream while you're sitting at the bar.
Ugh.
Bill, the
Dude,
in addition to that, was it $254 a night?
Oh,
Which is
so
half.
I'm an
508. It's $254 a night
Right.
plus 14% tax, which is $35 basically, and a $35 resort fee. So plus 70. So one extra night is $324.
Okay. There's no occupational privilege tax and some other crazy like New York City style tax. Or,
That's it. $35 resort.
I stayed in New York and it was
14%
in 1984, and it was like
Well, now they charge you to drive in New York. They charge you $15 just to get in the
occupational privilege just in case you're there to make money.
there's a I wonder if we can use our players card to get a discount because they on their website for this hotel they have a big players card thing, and they not to say anything bad about the meetup, and please don't anybody take it this way. But if you book your tickets directly to the hotel 45 days in advance, they give you a pretty sizable discount as well. Because I looked at it, you can get a room for $90 out of that joint if you book it right at the Green Valley Ranch.
Can you?
I'm just saying.
On that weekend?
Oh yeah, not on that weekend, but the following Tuesday is like $90. Yeah. It's just funny. That's all. But it's like $2 every night, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, there's a lot going on that weekend. Evidently.
Yeah, but it ends up being $340 a night, like you're saying. But you got to leave a tip for the staff, right?
No,
they got to, you know.
No,
they got
That's
to.
included in the price of the room, not isn't it?
No, you always tip the cleaning staff. Come on.
No, you don't.
I'm not from England. What?
Oh snap! That's countryist.
You don't leave money for the cleanup staff when you leave your room?
I've never done that. No.
Really? Well, they must
I've
look
done
forward to seeing you.
No, they steal everything they want from me, so I don't bother.
No, I always leave some money sitting on the table.
Housekeeping. I just give her a good rogering.
Oh, they got to squeegee my splooge off that bed. You know, you got to do something for them.
Ew. Okay, if I was doing all that, I would probably leave them something.
Oh, like you're not. All right, hold on.
Splooge? Splooge?
I'm just saying.
Everything that squeegee off the bed.
Clean your pubes off the toilet seat. All right, let's present. Let me share screen. I always tip the cleaning staff.
I rinse mine off with urine.
There you go.
No, and again, no offense to anyone, but the rooms for Sunday and Monday are $165 a night. It's $150 for Sunday and it's $164 for Monday.
Oh, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Then.
Bill, make it for Sunday night then. $50 less.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be less for you too, though, Mike. They're not hitting you for a flat rate for every night, right?
Mike, do I have your phone number?
I think so.
I think I do, actually.
Yeah.
Well, my phone's not here now because I decided to actually plug it in and get it away. They're busting my chops because they hear my phone.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
look
for
at
the
my
record, Mike, though, you're getting a deal for Friday and Saturday. Friday and Saturday, it's $400 a night at that hotel for Fridays and Saturdays. But for Sunday and Monday, though, it's like $150 a night.
Right. Yeah.
So he
We
could add
guarantee that'll be a
Monday for a
different room.
$150.
He ought to do it Monday. He ought to book it individually, but he can tell them he wants to stay in the room I'm in. Carry that room over one night.
Yeah. Or
Then
you
add
could
two
just
more
add it.
members.
You could just call them and add it
I'd
and see
probably
what
add
they
it too.
tell you. You know, it'd take 2 minutes. You call me and say, "Hey, what would it cost me to add another night to my room? Add Monday night," and they'll probably tell you, hopefully, $160.
Mike, is this
You know what I mean? That's what I like to
You got me.
believe.
I'm here.
Oh, okay, Mike. I just wanted to make sure this is your phone number. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
We're making phone calls on the live stream to each other.
You could have given me the wrong number. People do that. You know, they go, oh, yeah, okay, here it is.
Oh, yeah, here's my number, buddy.
You call it, and it's a fucking suicide hotline or something. Okay, hold on.
If
You
you
could have called it and ended up with Billy Kyle.
through Messenger, you don't use the phone number. It's
You do Facebook. You're right. Exactly.
All right, I'm with the gang. Matt Condit who invited me. Hi, Matt. And Steve here.
If Mike's willing, I'd say he could just add that day for you.
The very famous
There it is.
PV.
Oh, yeah. Everybody's talking about it.
Everybody wants to hold
There's
it.
Michael
a
Blade
baby.
right there holding it.
There you go.
The best part about that drone was the startup sequence.
Funny, it's like a new. It's like you just had a baby. Can I hold your baby?
And it jiggled. Man, I'm like, damn, that was mean. That was the best part of that drone.
That was pretty
The
cool.
startup. Yeah. Startup sequence was the shit. You have the props spin all right. Yeah, they sure do.
You can tell Steve he's from New York. He's the only one wearing a mask.
Yep.
Yeah, he's also the one with his phone on his hip.
But they had to wear masks outdoors.
And it's an Apple phone. Oh, no.
And a clip.
There's
There's
Ray.
Ray. Ray Kelly. Guy's enough cameras. Look, he's got one strapped to his chest, and he's carting one around.
Who's the guy at the back there on the right?
Justin?
Oh, no. The guy in the green shirt, he's the one that went to the Ukraine, right?
Right there, that's Michael. That's Michael Blade.
Michael Blade.
Oh, is it? Damn. That is not the guy then.
What?
The guy that went to Ukraine, I can't think of his name right now.
That's not Michael Blade.
That's Michael
If I
Blade.
say it's Michael
There's
Blade,
art in the background there with a red hat and a
Yeah, there's
green
art.
shirt on.
Yeah. And Dennis.
I don't
Are you sure that's not Michael Blade?
Love Lady, I recognize him.
Yeah, there's Lovey.
But
Lovey Dovey.
who's
Oh,
wearing
I'm
the
trying to
mask?
click on, dude. I'm trying to click on your video to make it bigger.
Who's the guy in the green here on the right?
Yeah, who is that guy? Who is that masked man?
on here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's Justin.
Oh. Is it?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
that's his table. No, I remember that's his table. That's his drones. That was Justin. Yeah, yeah. No, he's tall, big stiff.
He's about 6'3" or something, isn't he?
Hell, to me, everybody was tall.
Who's the guy on the left? The blue.
That's the one we
This
couldn't
is
identify
B-Rad.
earlier. Huh?
This is B-Rad here. I don't know.
I know
That,
B-Rad.
this
I'm
this
a-
would be red right here.
Yeah. yeah.
Obviously, with the
That
heart.
guy.
You can't see my arrow, can you? No, I'm just kidding.
This guy
I'm
here.
arrowing
Not
people.
either.
This guy here.
Mario's on it too. So yeah.
Can't. He's blocking the name tag.
Wise.
Isn't Brad even taller?
You sure that's not Michael Blade?
Yeah.
That's Michael Blade.
No, that's
Where?
not.
This guy right
That's
here?
Mike Kenny.
This
you
guy
can see
here.
My arrow.
That's Mike Kenny. That's Mike Kenny there.
Mike Kenny. He went to Ukraine, right? That's the guy that
Yes.
went to Ukraine to fly drones.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew his name was
Yeah,
Mike.
that's what I
I knew his name was Mike.
That's Mike Kenny.
Okay, Mike Kenny. Yeah.
No, it was definitely Mike. I remember that. Okay, all right,
Show's over.
whatever.
He's got spina bifida or something, right? Mike Kenny or something like that.
I don't know.
Hey,
He has
Bill, you got a new member.
curvature. He had a curvature of his or something.
Okay,
This is
thank you.
North Carolina,
correcting me.
something like that.
So maybe I did meet Michael Blade at that meetup. So when I acted like I knew who he was, it was probably Michael Kenny I was thinking of.
Well, that was me.
Really bad.
Me.
We have a new member.
Hey, Tom.
Really?
Hello, gentlemen.
Hi, Tom.
Philip Go Shot PK.
Hey, Tom.
Get the hell
We're
out of
just
here.
talking about your meetup
Hey,
and
Tom, I
slamming
think we
on it
convinced Bill to come
hard.
to the meetup. Bill's going to come now. Convinced him.
Bill,
Bill's
you
talking
coming?
about it.
I might.
He's talking
No,
about it.
Good. Bill, come on. Good excuse to come to Vegas.
No, we were.
Anyway.
Michael Wright is apparently I'm a charity case, and he's figuring out ways, that I can like live in his dumpster or something. So wait, all right, we'll figure it out. All right, we'll figure it out. Yeah, I think I
Oh,
might.
good.
My wife said I
Good.
should go.
That'd be great. That would be great.
Yeah, you sound like that'd be great.
Yeah,
That'd be
great.
awesome.
Well,
Yeah,
there we
that'd
go.
be great.
Oh shit, Bill's coming.
Hey, we just went from 5 stars to 4 stars. Well, what are we gonna do?
Oh well. No, it'll be a pretty good time.
thrilled. Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna have a good
No,
time.
I mean, I can't just always go to the one that costs me nothing. You know, what I mean, that's right down the street.
No, of course.
Of course you can.
Yeah,
Why not? What are you talking about?
He needs to join us.
Yeah, I would.
Although it doesn't cost me nothing. It costs me vacation time, gas, time, effort, a few years off my life sometimes.
Vacation time. You're in your
Yeah,
own
and you really can't afford to spare any.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you run a bed and breakfast at the South Florida drone meetup, don't you?
I did last time. I did.
Airbnb.
Yeah. Kenny was here. I did kill on my lawn out there. Yeah.
Airbnb.
No, we were happy to have him. If anybody wants to do something like that, or
Don,
if
we
you
got to have one of those kind here.
Well, we'll see how many people you can sneak into a hotel room, Mike.
We can try that.
Hey, do you know, Tom? Do you know is your website under construction right now? You guys doing maintenance on your website? Because they tried to click on it and it said under construction for one. And then second, where you at with rooms? We were kind of curious as to where you're at with rooms. I know you guys promised them 15 rooms.
No, we have plenty. We have plenty of rooms. We have plenty of rooms still.
Oh, you booked enough rooms, so you guys broke the vig, so to speak, or whatever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we
They
booked
guaranteed
enough
so many
rooms.
rooms, though. Yeah,
We guaranteed
That's
rooms.
good to know.
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I don't want your legs to get broken, your kneecaps to get broken, or nothing like that.
Yeah.
No, we'll be good. No, it's running.
You promised us 10 rooms.
Book your rooms. That's working. And the registration's working. Yep.
Oh,
Try
yeah,
it again,
Bill. Yeah, what the hell, Bill?
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
I went to this is. I'll show you what I.
Watch it
Whatever
start
you say,
working.
Boomer.
I'll show you what I got. This is the link that Ron told me to go to.
Which was?
Who? Me? No,
Yeah.
No,
I didn't say
no.
nothing. That was all them.
Okay.
I was looking up planes. I was looking up flights.
It's a lovely holding page. It is.
That's
Cool.
that's supposed to. That
Be
was
good.
somebody who jumped the gun on something, but
So what's the real address?
I'm putting it in the
Real
chat
Vegas
for you
meetup.
right
No,
now.
I'm just kidding.
You can't just say it. It is no Vegas.
real.
There'll be nobody there.
Real Vegas meetup.com or something like
The
that.
VegasDroneMeetup.com.
It's got to have a check mark.
Okay. All right. Somebody told me a lie.
It's Vegas _.
And Bill, Vegas meetup could go for just about anything. I mean,
There you go.
I understand, but that's what I was
and
told.
that could be,
The chicken ranch.
something entirely different.
A drone experience like no other. Like
Yeah.
no other.
It could be like the annual Vegas coaching convention or something. Look it up. I'm not going to explain it to you.
Book your room.
What, is there a all right, book your room. Here we go.
There's a resume.
It's my mouse. Okay, there it is.
Hey, see what it is for just that Sunday, out of curiosity.
Now the meetup. Look at this. Automatically goes right to that. Boy, they really want me to stay, huh?
Forever. That's the way it's supposed to work.
You can check in anytime you like.
So if I check into the 8th,
Yeah,
to the and it ends what? The 10th?
Yeah.
It ends on the 10th. Yes.
So you got to stay till the 11th.
We're leaving Sunday because we all got to work.
Yeah, Eddie's staying, I think, through Wednesday of that week.
Who, Nunez?
Yeah.
Wow. How'd he fling that?
What, with his job or with the wife? The wife is coming.
Yeah. Oh, the wife is coming. That's how.
Yeah.
That
And she's friends with my wife, Roz. So.
Oh, okay.
Roz
That's how he managed that one.
Yeah,
Did they go to high school together or something, Tom?
No. Only met through this. We did the Rhode Island drone meetup with Mark, and the girls hung out the whole time along with Mark's wife Ingrid. So they had a great time. So we're hoping Mark's coming up.
Why does this look? Oh, I see.
So $845 for 4 nights.
Yeah.
So they're averaging it out, because I was telling these guys earlier that Sunday and Monday is only $150 a night at the Green Valley Ranch.
Yeah, well, there's lower rates for different days. I mean, this is
I know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cross, yeah. They. But again, this is a resort. Okay, this is. You have full access to a lot of the amenities, and then
that's what I was telling
also,
you.
it's a world-class casino.
No charges.
It's as large. It's as large, if not larger than some of the strip casinos. It's got at least a dozen restaurants, plus it's got a food court.
Do they have
strip? This is what I was talking about.
It also has.
Do they have a Chuck E. Cheese?
10. No. That would be off-site, and thank God for that.
Do they have a water slide?
They have an arcade. They have not within this area here. No, sorry.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Do they have a
That's
kennel?
not so bad. 220. Yeah.
No, it's not. All I got to do is just not eat for 3 days or 4 days, and I'll be all right. I can.
Do they have a dog cemetery for Lloyd's goddamn dogs?
I'm getting so used to it, I just ignored it. Hang on.
A decent pub that sells proper beer.
What's proper beer there?
Proper beer.
Proper
All
beer.
right.
Like a Guinness.
There are. Let's see.
Anyway, Mike and I are going to work something out so I could save some of that, right?
At least
That's right.
eight watering holes, I would say, within.
Mike, you tell me what I need to do, and I'll figure it out. That's all.
Call me, Bill. Yeah, just call me afterwards.
Just
I'll figure it out. That's all right. So now we're actually $1,500 maybe, if I don't eat. No.
No, you're like $500 for the whole.
No. The flight's only $300. The flight's only $300.
Yeah, that's
Maybe
$900.
Maybe I won't rent a car. Maybe I'll depend on
you'll
other
be all
people.
right,
feeding
Bill.
you.
I wouldn't bother renting a
You
car.
at least.
Two
I believe we're
suitcases.
feeding you twice.
I've got a car.
Over that
Joy will
weekend.
fill one
okay?
of the suitcases with sandwiches for you.
No, we feed him. We feed him twice while he's here. Okay, and then
That's enough.
yeah, there you go.
No, I got to try some of those places. I saw the website for that place, and I got to try that Italian. I got to try that Italian place. Have to. Have to.
Smith and what's his nuts? I can't think of what is it? Well, you might not know. It's a
Smith and
steakhouse.
Walensky's.
Yeah,
Smith and
ooh, baby.
Walensky's.
Ooh, not
I tell you, we went Friday night for Roz's birthday. Met up with my cousins, and we went to the Voodoo Lounge, which is on the 50th floor of the Rio, to the steakhouse there.
Yeah.
And it was, I got to say, the steak was excellent, but nothing else to speak of. The sides were terrible.
Oh,
and then stick a shock on the bill.
Was the server cute and overtly flirting with the old men?
No.
Oh, see, because that makes up for bad food.
No, he would tickle you with his goatee. Yeah.
Oh shit! No,
he's a dude. I figured he was a dude. A lot of these steakhouses,
steakhouses mainly are, males. The male is the main server. So they already include. I mean, there were only 4 of us, but they already included the gratuity on the check.
See,
You have to walk out. You owe him $200.
I'm an old sexist guy. I'm not remotely actually interested in the server.
600.
You know, it's all for fun. You know what I mean? But this got to be a little fun.
Sir, that would be your presenter, not your server.
Right, your presenter.
It's a presenter.
Then we had the water.
Your steaks.
Then we had the water glass guy. Then we had the peppermill guy. Then we had the, we were paying for entire families here. So
yeah.
You know.
So the presenter, he rolls up with a board.
No, but we go to a place.
What's going on in the chat? What are you talking about?
Go to a much better place than that.
They're talking about movies.
Oh, they're just, we usually talk about movies and people start dialing out and leaving.
Yeah, they're talking about interesting.
We're actually talking about a drone. Talking about drones and a drone meetup, and they're talking about movies in the chat. That's
talking about interesting shit, dude. I do it all the time when I'm not on the panel. I'll be talking about all kinds of shit,
like the new Deadpool movie.
That's what I get for trying to be on point. That's what you get.
Just remember to stay through the credits. Always remember, stay through the credits.
Yeah.
Oh, that's too funny.
Smith and What's His Nuts is pretty good.
Smith and Walensky.
You said What's His Nuts at least 6 times tonight.
Smith and Walensky's is a place from 10th Avenue, and 14th Street in Manhattan, down the block from the old Homestead, which is another steakhouse. I mean,
Wait, Tom, are you staying at the resort? Or are you just driving from your house?
Well, as of late, I'm probably going to be staying at the resort. Yeah.
Are you? Okay, so I can stay at your house.
Trouble in Paradise.
Yeah.
Trouble in Paradise. Somebody.
I mean, there's room at your house because you're not going to be there. So
yeah, and he can rent his RV out as well.
Yeah, I could give you money. You could put it towards the cost.
I could go stay at Tom's house probably. Hi, Mrs.
I know he's going to camper.
You could if it weren't fully occupied. You could, yes.
Contrary to popular belief, I don't need that much room.
I got folks in town too. So
yeah, nice.
So that's why you're leaving and staying at the hotel.
In all likelihood, yes.
No, Tom, you don't agree when people say stuff like that. You got to correct them. I'm staying at the hotel to be with my friends, the camaraderie, to support the community, and to be there with everybody. Yeah, not because I'm trying to escape my in-laws.
Do you understand? Bob Dempsey is 4'11", chock full of energy.
Okay? Of course,
I'm afraid if I stay at the resort, he's going to run me down. Before.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. I've never seen anybody throw up so much on that boat, and when he was and still be. He just got done harking like 30 seconds ago.
Who was that?
I know. Bob Dempsey.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
What a positive mental attitude. He was projecting
into an arcade.
He was projectile vomiting and then turn around and projecting a PMA.
So Bill, he relates the story. We went out actually last weekend for Audrey's birthday, and so he tells me, his smaller dog Maya, he had to take to the vet because it got bit by another dog, and needed sutures. So
shit.
It happened while he was out walking his dog with a neighbor who walks their dogs. They walk their dogs about 6 o'clock in the morning because, the pavement is cool enough to walk the dogs. And another dog got out of someone's house that someone was dog sitting for and bit the small dog, Maya.
That's terrible.
So Bill's telling me about the story and, in his inimitable way, with a big smile on his face as everything's going on and chaos is ensuing. And he had to pick up both dogs by their harnesses and hold them up. But he happened to have the bag of dog droppings in his hand when that happened. And that all went flying and he was wearing half of it. And he's...
You said Bill, you meant laughing. Bob, right? You did mean Bob.
Bob, yeah.
He meant Bob.
Bob, and he's laughing throughout the entire thing. Okay? And he's like, you know,
I could see
and there was
that, yeah.
chaos ensued, and you know, I was covered in dog shit from
Hey,
head to
you know
toe
what?
with what
He's
gonna
not perfect.
do, and-
He's not perfect. If you don't feed him within a reasonable period of time,
Yeah.
I've seen those eyes bulge out of his head and just attack a 19-year-old waitress. He was
No. You got two different Bobs here, buddy.
no, he
Bob
was
Dempsey's the little gnome, and Bob, what's his nuts, is the one.
no Bob Dempsey, man.
Bob
I never,
Dempsey.
I couldn't believe
No.
it. He was
Little
mean
Bob
to that
Dempsey?
girl.
Last year.
So,
This is
so
just
it's,
unfucking acceptable. I've been waiting for my meal for over 2 hours. Why do you get your shit? The girl actually left and she stopped waiting on the. Oh, he went off. He went.
Was this last
so
year?
Yeah, they
he-
were talking
I guess,
about
Or
it.
this year? This year?
Yeah, last
I
year.
guess
Florida?
he's,
Last year. No, not this
Last
past
year.
year. The one before.
Yeah.
I
That was-
guess he's
that was
one
at
of
the
those things you
disaster-
can't
the
feed
disaster.
or get wet.
You know, the meal that we
that
had,
the
that only
one?
20 people were supposed to be there, and like 40-something people showed up. And it was during the Final Four, and it's a sports bar. I mean, and
Shenanigans or some
these
shit, it
people
was
are
all-
hammered and short-handed. And my meal sat on Bob's table for like an hour and a half, and I didn't even know it was there because I was in the other room.
Shamrocks or something? What's the name of that?
No,
place?
that was no. It was a sports. No shit. They're all over the place down here. No, it's not Shamrocks. Damn it. No, it's
The other Bob was pissed too. Bob.
no. Everybody was pissed off. Fucking Alexis, all 6'2" of this big scary woman, went into the kitchen. And there's a manager. This woman, the manager was in charge. Was like 5'2", and she was looking down at her like this. Here, go. What am I supposed to do with this ice cold food? These people are waiting for, and she's just dressing her down in the kitchen. You can't be in here. Well, I'm here. Now what?
So, Lon, would you say that Bob Dempsey is actually what would that be called? A mogwai? And
Bipolar.
if you don't feed him or water him by a
Mogwai,
certain
yeah.
time, he turns into
I
a
said that
gremlin?
before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that last week. I
Just-
said don't
yeah,
feed him wet or feed him after midnight.
Yeah.
Just be sure to feed them. Just be sure to feed them. If you don't feed
You
them,
know what?
Before
Bill,
midnight, though.
Bill, I
that's
never
a lot.
realized, but every time I go out with Bob, we do share a meal at some point. So
well, you know,
that might be a new safety thing I have to
Yeah,
consider.
yeah.
Okay.
Make sure
You have
fed.
to keep
you're
feeding
probably
them.
hungry all the
You know,
fucking
Bill,
all the
hey,
time. You know.
Hey,
I was
Bill,
going to say, wasn't
I-
that Goonies you can't feed them after midnight?
I don't.
No, it's
No,
Gremlin.
Goonies. That was something different. Yes. But
I thought he was kidding at first. He was so angry. I thought it was a joke.
He wasn't
And I
kidding.
watched him, and the eyes got wider and wider.
yeah. Everybody was talking
I
about it.
would
Lon,
love to see
when we
Bob
went out to
smoke
dinner.
a joint. Okay, I would love to see Bob after he smoked a joint. Lon,
The other Bob's last name.
I don't think you've ever seen him not after he smoked a joint. What are you talking about?
Put that on the agenda. I got to be honest with you. I don't think so, but Lon, put that on the agenda for the outing. Okay?
Yeah, I'll set it on my watch. To have an alarm go off every couple hours.
He doesn't use a joint.
Like
He's
you
got
have a puppy?
he's got a device.
Or a baby.
I'm gonna. Speaking of giving into our, this much whiskey is not enough, so I have to go get some more. I'll be back.
Okay.
Back.
Yeah, because
I enjoyed watching the video of the drone meetup where they were in sticks and they were going round, and every now and again you would see Bob.
Oh, you'd see the top of his head.
And then all of a sudden he'd disappear behind the pool table and come out again at the other end.
Behind the pool table. You know, they're only like 32 inches off the ground. I mean, he's not that small.
Yeah, I think we got to give him a little more than that. Okay.
He worked hard for that joke, fellas. Come on. He worked hard for that joke. He set it up. He brought it around. Come on. He worked hard for that joke. Come on.
Yeah, that was a good joke.
So lately, Bob's been telling me that he's like 5'1", 5'2". Okay. Now we went out the other night. My wife is 4'11". My wife had heels on. My wife was looking down at Bob. Okay, so I do not believe he's. Again, put it on the agenda, Lon. Okay, we need a pencil and a door
Take
jam.
measure.
And we're gonna measure his ass.
Yeah, we need
That's what
we
the
need to
door
know how
jam.
short Santa really is.
He's a
Well,
pisser.
electric
Oh,
arm
man,
would
he's a
definitely
pisser.
suit better than if he's.
The two of them, though, the two of them are wonderful. Audrey and Bart. They're such a blast. The two
Salt of the earth
Hey,
and all that
Glenn.
stuff people say, right?
They really are.
Well, anyway, the moral of the story is don't book large parties at a sports bar or restaurant during the Final Four. That's all. That was just a
Well,
bad
know how many people.
Yep.
You're safe if it's an Irish bar.
It's okay. We were going through JFK Airport 2 weeks ago, coming home, and we got there pretty early with all the cancellations and delays. We figured we'd get in there early, and we stopped at Buffalo Wild Wings to grab a bite while we were in the terminal. And unfortunately, Buffalo Wild Wings was out of wings. Okay.
Did you get Buffalo
that
instead?
makes any effing sense. Okay.
Yeah, Buffalo Wild drumsticks.
Yeah. So we proceeded to go to another place where I wound up having a burger. The wife had, I think it was chicken Alfredo, and it came to $84.
God.
Oh yeah, JFK.
Crap.
Yeah, dude.
JFK, baby.
Whoa.
We both had sodas, so that probably put us over right there.
The name of the place was
That's right there.
the name of the place was Duffy's, by the way. Duffy's, Duffs.
Duffy's. I knew it was something like that.
No, and their food when they're not
Yeah.
when they're not 6 feet under, because they were, they were just understaffed, and it wasn't even full. There was big sections in the dining room that were wide open. They had no staff, and the bar area was just packed, and it just was they were so in the weeds. I kind of felt bad for them, but there's a point where it's like a bad dream. You get into a dream and you're running in sand and you can't get anywhere, and it just gets worse and worse and worse. They could never get themselves up their head above
out of the
and it just got worse and worse and worse, and they were never able to pull themselves out. And I mean, eventually we all ate. My food was ice cold, but I didn't care. I wasn't going to complain at that point because at that, the manager was crying, the server was disappeared, everybody, Alexis was threatening to kill people.
I'm not mistaken. The will ever quit.
Probably serving.
I think so.
Well, also,
No,
Bill,
Bill.
you're in the hospitality industry, so I mean, you understand it.
Well, there's a point where you just bring something out. You comp something. You comp and you put some appetizers out. People are nibbling on something. You apologize. You say, "Look, kitchen is just this is not how we are. This is not what we want to represent. This is the best we can do. I hope we can make your night enjoyable. Please enjoy this on us until we can get things straightened out. Something." But no word, no anything. The wrong meal showing up. It was just so bad.
Didn't we go to one of the Duffys when we were there?
The year before.
This last
it didn't
time?
go that way. Yeah.
No, we went there and it was fine, and the food was good.
Yeah, it was.
The
Was
food
that the one where Jordy got asked for his ID?
No, that wasn't Duffy's. That was Miller's Ale House.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was Miller's, which I like also.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, Miller's is
the only guy got ID'd was Jordy.
Yeah.
Oh, a Canadian ID? Yeah, okay.
Franchise.
What's that, Duffy?
No, that was Miller's Ale House.
Oh,
that's also a small chain.
How old is he?
That's
he's in his late 30s, isn't he, Jim?
32.
32. Okay, early
32,
30s.
yeah, going on 18. He's a very young looking fella, kind of like me. Yeah.
Sorry, didn't mean to laugh.
The food was good. They did all right. Right, Lloyd? You didn't like your meal at Miller's?
No, I did. I liked it. Everywhere we went to eat was fantastic.
No, we got a lot of good restaurants here.
That last place though that we went to, where the waitress didn't write a thing, I was impressed. I mean,
that was she was
impressive.
That girl is, and she's
23 people there.
Nice girl too.
Yeah,
and she ate. Wasn't there 18 at the table?
Yeah, 18. Yeah,
18 of us at the table. Took our drink orders, took our food orders, and didn't write a fucking thing down. And she maybe asked one or two questions as she was delivering.
She asked one,
and that was it.
She asked me if I wanted the fries, and I said, yeah. I said, okay. She had. I was the only one she asked, and that she had it right. She just wanted
professional.
I've never seen. I've been in the business a long time. I've never seen anything like that.
That was amazing.
She must have eidetic memory or something.
Yeah.
Even when she brought the tickets out, Even when she brought out the tickets, she just handed
Well, here's
them
what
out.
kills me. I've been there since then. I've seen her there, and I can't remember her name. So I can't remember the girl's
Nice.
name, but she can remember the food orders for 18 people. That was pretty.
was
Now let
amazing.
me ask you a question. How extensive is the menu? Because that's a lot of
Very,
it.
very
If it's
Yeah.
only like 10 or 12 items on the menu,
No.
No.
it was very extensive.
No,
Very
it's got a
extensive
lot.
menu. And 68
Okay,
beers.
fair enough.
They have like 55 beers there.
68, 69 beers on tap. I mean, there was just a drink order could have been.
Well,
a problem.
and not only that, it was when the eclipse was going on, and most of us got up and went outside to look at the eclipse,
To the eclipse.
and came back in, and then she still got all of our tickets right.
She went outside with all of us. You know,
After-
who had the cellophane glasses? Somebody brought a whole
I did.
bunch. It was you, Mike. Okay, I knew somebody had a whole bunch of them, and I put them in front of my regular glasses. We're all watching.
Yeah,
the
yeah,
eclipse.
yeah.
It was fun.
Mike brought them. Yeah,
That was a lot of fun, and
I
she
found-
did a
Where
good.
the hell was I?
I don't know.
I don't
with
know
where I
with
was.
Billy,
I think we were
probably.
in Miami
That was-
already. I think we were in Miami already.
yeah. You'd already left because that was
It's on
on
a Monday.
Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
going
we
to say
went to
he was
Miami 'cause we had
servicing
to shoot
Ken
those
back
two
at the
houses.
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh?
But when we were out there watching, I found out if I looked down at the picnic table, I could see the eclipse better that way. It made multiple shadows, and you could see it perfectly looking at the table. Either that, or it burned into my
saw it
retina,
just
and that's
flying
what I
through the
thought I was
west.
seeing.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
burned into my retina. I just didn't know.
Yeah, we didn't see shit here.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get a full eclipse either
We had
down here.
40%.
No, it's just a little.
Not a
we had-
little.
we had-
I'd say 40,
That's a good bite.
50%.
Yeah, about 40.
Yeah, we
That's a
saw
good
enough
bite.
for
I'll give it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a
Vegas.
good bite.
We we had complete cloud cover. Go figure.
I would have stayed in Vegas
for once, huh?
99%.
Yeah, only 340 days of sunshine, and that day we got the
Yeah.
cloud cover. You
Yeah,
know?
we had
Yeah,
99%.
we had 20 days of
Yeah.
clouds a year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that sucks. Yeah. Hey Tom, I've been I've been promoting your guys' fee because I'm not gonna lie to you. Initially, the $50 fee I was kind of dubious about, but then I looked at it more closely. I am just being honest, right? But I looked at it more closely. You guys, that includes a T-shirt, it includes a goodie bag, includes a raffle, includes like a couple meals if I'm not mistaken. It includes
Pack of condoms, all that stuff. Everything you're gonna need in Las Vegas.
yeah.
Well,
a couple shots of
Phil, we ran out of the big ones. You'll have to bring your own. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, dang it! That leaves all the brothers out.
I didn't say for you, Lon. We still have your size. Don't worry, Lon. Okay, but
okay, all right, okay.
No, you know what?
Okay, buddy. Let me just get up.
We have. DJI dropped a nice piece of change down, and they they're providing over $5,000 in merchandise as well to give away. And we also have Greg and his entire team are coming up from Prescott, so he's bringing the whole team up this time, and they're giving away numerous 107 courses. And of course, if you already have a 107 course, I'm pretty sure you can trade in for a course of your choosing with them. So they're coming up, and we have several other sponsors, and should be a good time. Oh, we also had our second meeting with Henderson Parks and Recreation, and they are also going to sponsor our event, and they're going to waive all the charges, all the fees for the use of the parks facilities and all. So
that's amazing. Great job.
Yeah. So we're happy about that. We're going to have politicians there. And again, we're going to make sure that we put drones in their hands and let them fly.
So if you don't like to leave your firearms in the bucket as you walk into the hotel.
Well, Lloyd, we will actually have both red and blue crying towels available at the event because it's immediately following the election. Okay, so pick your color of choosing. But no, we
leave it to the Brit to bring up firearms. You know what I'm saying?
See,
yeah.
To him, it's a novelty. To us, it's a way of life. Okay.
Exactly.
Well, see,
I'm
what
never
you
more
don't
than an arm's
understand
length away
is
from a firearm.
Where'd Jim go?
where
I think his GoPro battery died.
Oh,
He uses a GoPro for his camera.
yeah.
So-
I don't care. I don't care. It'd be great to have any of it, but I just like to see that both sides get a drone in their hand, because I think that enlightens them all. And
Oh, absolutely.
gives us a
Absolutely.
better representation, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thing, is to
Yeah.
get them involved. Okay.
But
a good thing that happened also was part of our discussions with Parks and the head honcho for Parks was they also now are looking for Bob and I to get involved with their summer camp programs and their STEM programs. Okay. Which is great. I mean, to get kids involved. So we actually were talking to them about maybe doing something at this event, maybe drone soccer or something like that, because drone soccer is a big thing for STEM education now. So we might be doing something along those lines. So yeah, no, we're looking forward to it. It's a ton of freaking work. That never
you guys
seems
are putting
to
on.
end, so
what really looks
Tom,
to be a great show.
Let me get your commitment. If I come to your meetup, are you going to come to Florida?
Well, that's our plan right now, Bill. Actually, Roz and I, Audrey and Bob were talking us into possibly taking a cruise out of Florida, and we would be coming back several days before the South Florida drone meetup, and then extending the stay. So that's
cool.
what we're looking at right now.
And I wasn't worried about Bob, because Bob comes to the South Florida drone meetup.
Yeah,
it does.
Talk about you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
You got to realize,
Buddy.
I only retired, 2.5 years ago. So it's been a whirlwind tour right after retirement, Bill. Bill, one thing I'll say about retirement, I don't know where I found the time to work. Okay, because that seems like the order of the day. But no, we want to. That's something we're looking forward to, because we actually have a couple of relatives down in the area there, so we want to be able to check in with some of them. So,
Hey Tom,
That's
I want
cool.
you to do me a favor and give Ray or Bill or one of those guys the contact that you deal with DJI, because DJI has always been willing to sponsor a lot of these meetups, but people never know who to contact. Whenever I talk to Wayne Baker, for example. Yeah, I know, right?
No,
I can't
Rebecca,
wait. Me and Wayne Baker go way back, man.
Yeah,
Me and Wayne Baker go way back, dude. Me and Wayne Baker go way back.
Yep.
We have some prominent people from DJI that will be attending also. But we deal with Rebecca, and Rebecca is the top of the rung when it comes to marketing and customer relations. So she's such a good person. We got to hang out with her for a pretty long time at NAB, and then she opened up the whole place to us with everything we wanted to touch and play with while we were there. So, and then she went out for lunch with Audrey, and Audrey put her in touch with some of the politicals that Audrey deals with. So we got a good relationship with DJI. We're also working on Insta360 right now, because Michael from Insta360 said they wanted to sponsor as well. And I believe that would go well for them, because they need some good press these days with, getting out of the hole of some of the antics that they pulled, and getting back in the right light with things. Yeah, well, you know what? You get certain people in an organization make decisions that maybe they shouldn't be making, For those of us that don't know, they tried to coerce some influences into I don't know.
Not divulging their sponsorships.
Right.
Not divulging their sponsorships. They were being sponsored, and they told them not to tell people they were being sponsored. Straight up. I've seen the emails.
Yeah.
I've seen the direct emails.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's not bullshit. People think, oh, yeah,
no,
they did.
No, it wasn't bullshit.
Yes, they did.
They did
They
it,
did.
and they
They
got
did
caught
it.
doing it. And then some higher ups in Insta360 stepped in and took account for it. And some of those names that were on those memos don't exist anymore in their organization. But
Fired.
I know, but they, so we're working on them from the aspect of, hey, you need to get back in the right light. With
I
certain
mean, what's
groups.
DJ going to feed us?
Well, it'd be catered at the resort.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but
Chinese food.
Chinese, right?
Chinese food.
I just want to know because if I'm going to be hungry.
No, they have to.
If I'm going to be hungry an hour later,
That was low hanging fruit, baby. You gotta lay them bitches up like that. I'm gonna pick them.
Well, Tom, I'm looking.
I love Chinese food. That's not a slight.
I like Chinese food too.
It's the one thing we can't. It's the one thing we can't find that's done properly. But then again, we're used to New York City Chinese food. Wo hops and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, Wohops rocks. I remember many a night we went to Wohops at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Downstairs, baby. Downstairs.
Downstairs.
It's amazing.
Lemon chicken, lemon duck. I mean, there was all kinds of. It was good. It was good.
Bill, we would get
Chinese food. The Chinese don't eat lemon chicken, and
we'd come out of.
It doesn't matter. These people have owned that place for how many years? I went there back in 1980, 1981, and they were already on Mott Street in Chinatown. And they were already a long time.
Oh, yeah. No, they've been there since the 30s. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I remember a couple of times where we had runs coming down from the Bronx, come down to a multiple in Lower Manhattan, and upon take up at 4:30 in the morning, making a stop at Wohops. And
what I did was I worked in a kitchen in Ground Round in well, no, it was Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey.
Round. Oh my God.
Round.
Round.
Yeah, back when this place was popular at the time, and this was on Route 17. In between, it was in Hasbrook Heights, which it was like right in between. If you wanted to go across the bridge, you would take 80 to 95, go across the bridge, or if you wanted to take the tunnel,
I know exactly where it was. Yeah.
You would go south and 17, pick up 46, and then not 46. You pick up
22.
and you could and one. You could go through the Holland Tunnel if you wanted to go even further south. Anyway, it was like right there. So this place was really freaking busy, and I would work in that place. We would have, God, we would kill ourselves in that place, and it was always just to the rafters. And then when we finally cleaned it up and closed it up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because the bars that were open until 2:30 at the time, I can't remember. By the time you got out of there, it was at least we got in the cars at 4 o'clock, at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. We'd jump in the cars, we'd cross the bridge, we'd go to Wohops. Or do we take
down the west side? Yeah,
and just was just rocking. And the manager would treat us, for the work that we did that night. And I still remember how really, really enjoying that.
I remember going to Ground Round. We would get 2 sirloins and a pitcher of beer with a baked potato.
What kind of beer?
And I think we walked out of there. It was 20 something bucks.
Oh, it was cheap.
$20-something.
It was cheap. It was good.
Okay.
And in fact, Ground Round was one of the first chains in the area back when baby back ribs was like a new thing. We
was in the city. Tad's Steakhouse, $1.99. Okay, $1.99 got you a steak, a baked potato, a half an ear of corn, and a pint of beer. Tad's Steakhouse.
What was that? While you were riding for the Pony Express? When the fuck was this?
$1.99, baby.
Look what it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Dominic.
That was back when he was riding with the Pony Express or something. He was a stagecoach, guard or something. You get a steak for $1.99.
Let me tell you, the ground round in Hasbrook Heights that I worked at used to be a Howard Johnson's. Do you remember Howard Johnson's?
What was the?
Oh,
Yes, they're
man.
still
We're
around.
talking
by
about
the way.
Howard Johnson now, right?
And
Ojo's
the
still
line was
around.
the line was so small,
Yeah.
and they didn't actually renovate the whole place when they turned it to a ground round. And we were making they didn't have a flame broiler; they had a flat top. And what they did was they cut
Oh, so they
grooves.
did.
They cut grooves into the
Yeah.
flat top,
Into
and
the
I would fill that thing up, and it would cool down to like to like take a bath on it, and because the entire thing would be covered from steaks from end to
with
end.
steaks, so it would drop the surface temperature right down.
Right. So I mean, I know you clear some off, and I had this special cleaner that they made that had like curved
the grooves. Yeah,
because it
Yeah.
would become a flat top again because it would fill up. I mean, it was just nonstop, just work. Now in the meantime, we're in the kitchen. I had to just hide like a bottle of Jack Daniels in the kitchen while we're working. It's a different time.
Beefsteak Charlie's.
Different time.
Wasn't it just like it was just like a beefsteak Charlie's? Because that was the same
Kind of, sort of. I mean, it was one of those
Yeah.
places we could throw the peanut shells on the floor.
Yeah, they were the first place in the country that did that stupid peanut bullshit where there were peanuts everywhere. I mean, it was insane. If you had a peanut allergy, don't even drive by this joint.
Yeah.
There's peanuts every fucking
But you never heard of anybody dying as a result of peanut
Isn't
poisoning.
that something? How crazy peanut allergies have become since then?
Yeah, when I was younger,
kidding about the peanut allergy.
We had a basement that was full of bags and bags and bags of peanuts. Burlap sacks of peanuts, and there'd be creatures living in those things. I mean, we have to chase them out. Oh yeah,
just imagine.
Yeah, it was terrible, but we did the best we could. We didn't kill anybody
that you know of.
That I know of. No, it was. I'll tell you what. We did a good job. We did the best we could. I mean, if you work there, for $4 an hour, or $3.85 an hour, whatever, for 12-hour shifts, and just non-stop in 100-and-something degree kitchen, that was a tiny little line that was set up for a Hojo's, a Howard Johnson's. It was torture. And I see these new people that work. And they join, and you hire them, and you expect them to work when it's busy and take your break when it's time for my break, or they treat so badly there. They have no idea. They really have no idea what it was like to work in the business back then. You committed, or you didn't work there at all. They would, because you'd be gone.
The job market wasn't like it is now. If you didn't work there, you weren't working anywhere probably.
Yeah.
If you didn't work there, it wasn't like they didn't like you had like 5 other jobs.
Oh,
You just walked out and get a job
there was other jobs. There was other jobs you could get because they paid a shit. So
Good night, Phil.
Good night, Phil.
Night, Phil.
Phil.
Well, I don't know.
Night, Phil. Thank you for stopping. Appreciate the support, buddy. But
yeah, you're a little older than I am. I just remember
I'm not complaining. I mean,
wasn't a lot of jobs.
It is what it is. Yeah. I accepted the pay. I did the work. You don't accept the pay and then complain about the work. And that's what happens nowadays. And nobody said it was going to be an easy job when you walked in the door. They told you were going to work your ass off for the money, and they expected you at 3:00 in the morning to be flooding a kitchen floor and deck brushing the entire kitchen floor and steaming everything, filtering the fryers twice a shift. They expected you to work hard. I can recall filtering a fryer one night and making a mistake because I was tired as shit and dipping my hand in the oil and burning the shit out of the back of my hand, and it all bubbled up, and worked that entire shift. You don't go home, you just work and get it done. But nowadays, God Almighty, God, just somebody sprays.
And Bill, that happened as probably a minor working in there. I mean, I remember I went to Burger U when I was 15 years old. Watched their videotapes, and then we opened up a store. And because I was under 16, I could only work between the hours of 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and never on school days, right? And then when I turned 16, then it was working full time there. And I think
that's why nobody will hire anybody under 16. Actually, that's why most companies don't hire anybody under 18.
But Bill, cleaning out the compact at the age of 16, okay? Like You're not allowed to be near those things anymore.
No,
Well,
you couldn't. You can't use slicers. You can't do a lot of what adults can do.
Back then, they required you to actually work. If you got a job, you
back
worked, or you
then,
got fired.
I'm talking, 1972.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, and the shit that was said to you.
Minimum wage was 170. I got 170 an hour, $1.70 an hour.
Yep.
Okay. So I was doing
My
good.
first job. I have to admit, I was living large. I was making $2.35.
My
Mine
first
was
job, I
$1.65
got
an hour.
99 cents.
$1.65 an hour.
99 cents an hour?
Yeah.
Yikes. I think the lowest I've ever been paid, I think, was 3 something an hour. But I was chopping wood on a construction site. We were clearing the site to start, and it was my job to split the wood. So he handed me an axe. I'd never even held an axe in my life. And he handed me an axe and said, "Get to work, kid." And I was like 15.
The least I made was years later was when I was a waiter. When I was a waiter, when I was 19, I was making $1.10 an hour, and they had to tax you like you were making minimum wage, which I think was $3.35 at the time. So when you got your check, it was zero. You actually had a zero check. Yeah. So you were working 100% for tips.
For tips.
I was a bellman making $1.65 an hour at a chauffeur, and I was 17 years old, and they would send me to Siegel's warehouse, liquor, pick up in a dry area, Texas, to pick up and inventory liquor and beer from the Siegel's warehouse and Goody Goody's warehouse, bring it back to the bar in a dry county. 17 years old. I couldn't believe they let me do that. I never stopped. I would check inventory, check it at the warehouse, and check it back in the hotel.
Well,
my first job was hustling.
You can do that when you're 18 years old, as long as you're not actually serving it to somebody.
Not in a dry area.
No, not in a dry area.
No. Texas is dry. There's no.
I never lived or worked in a dry area, so I don't know what the rules are.
It's a product.
Me and my cousin Michael, we were 12 years old, and we hustled. We worked at a car wash in the neighborhood, where we would dry the cars when they came off the conveyor. And, that also involved jumping behind the steering wheel and pulling it out a little. And we were 12 years old. Okay. As long as we didn't crash into anything, everything was fine.
Right.
But my cousin eventually, a month and a half later, crashed into something. So then they went, "How old are you kids?" "Yeah, you can't be here."
Yeah.
So,
You know what? And we're okay. We grew up okay. Yeah, we work. We work hard. We do. Nowadays you got to worry about their psyche and this and the treatment and this. Make sure they get a break and fuck you. Exactly. I tell you, I got good kids working for me now, but they're so few and far between. It just really wears you out. I'm not going to complain about the
1
kids.
out of 10.
Huh?
We're 1 out of 10 on my job. We're 1 out of 10. We hire 10 people and maybe keep 1. And I'm not exaggerating.
Yeah.
No. Respectful, work hard, understand what they're doing, not take a break. Just, I'm hungry now. I need to take my break. I get a break. I don't get that, from the people that I have. But
good people.
That's why these people work for 2 days and quit, because they see that other people actually have a work ethic and they can't live up to that. And it's a shame. Right. Because they'll always be in the public roles. They'll always be in the public doles. They'll never amount to shit.
Yeah.
And they'll blame everybody else for it.
Oh, no, they'll probably
hardest job I
catch
ever
a cat or something and go ahead. No, they'll probably catch a cat or something and get TikTok famous and suddenly or something like that. Who knows? Or they'll say Hawk 2 on that thing or something like that. Next thing you know, there'll be a nationwide interview tour and shit like that. Yeah. So they might know something we don't, man. I'll be honest with you. They might know something we don't.
It's a funny world that you get famous for spitting on a penis. And on that thing.
Yeah.
Any of you guys ever buck bales?
Maybe they know something we don't. Who? Bell?
No, they don't.
No?
What?
That was the hardest job I ever had. We got paid 10 cents a bale, but we had to split it 5 ways. So the more we could get on the trailer and get to the weigh station, the more we got paid. And we stacked them.
How old are you? 10 cents a bale?
10 cents a bale. Yeah. Split
Like
5
right
ways.
after the Civil War.
Yeah, somewhere
I was
around
going to
there.
say you could buy a loaf of bread for 15 cents back then.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, it's gas was if they're on a good day,
I
it was
bought
like
some
49
stuff today.
cents.
My wife does all the shopping. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Lon, what color was his uniform back then?
I bought a loaf of raisin bread. It was almost $6 for a fucking loaf of raisin bread. What is going on? My wife usually does the shopping, you know, and I ate all her orange marmalade. So I said, "Oh, I got to buy," because I went for two things. I never leave with two things. I went for two things. She wanted cheese because that's how she gives the girls their meds. You know, she gives them a little snack of cheese.
Yeah.
So it's like $6 for this fucking 12 ounces of cheese. Whatever. Okay, fine. American cheese food. It's not even cheese. Okay, I did that. And then what the hell else? I wanted the Lipton's French onion soup mix so I can make my dip, you know, for my treat. But I bought a whole bunch of stuff. I said, okay, let's get. Oh, my wife likes raisin bread. She's been buying that, you know, raisin, with the swirl, you know, the pepper swirl.
Right, yeah.
$5.79 for a fucking loaf of bread. I mean, it's just insane. What's? But it's okay.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris has got the solution. She's going to.
So it's directly related to Kamala Harris, the cost of raisin bread. Oh, that's a good one.
No, the cost of everything the cost of everything is directly due to the administration that is in office
that's
now.
as close to biracial bread as you can get, right?
She is part of the administration. They're making it sound like she's not already the vice president. She's already part of the administration that's running the country now. And when I become president, I'm going to attack all these issues.
I
Do
agree
it now.
with that, Bill.
You're in office now. Do it now.
You're right, Phil.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with that. I'm going to close the border. I'm going to fix the border. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that.
So
They
Why
now.
not do it now? You're
It doesn't
vice
have anything to do with
president.
borders. It doesn't have anything to do with borders, but greedflation has nothing to do with this, right?
Greedflation? I mean, it has nothing to do with the cost of energy?
The cost of it all. The cost of it all. Look, you turn around and you bring in one of the biggest tax breaks for corporations, and then they go, "Oh, look, we can make even more money without hiding it anymore." So let's, and it doesn't matter which administration is in. Middle class gets this fucking short end of the stick.
It's pretty funny because when the last administration was in, I got a tax cut that saved me at least $2,000 on my taxes that year. The last administration saved me at least $2,000 a year on my taxes. So I don't know what you're talking about. The last administration I was paying $2 a gallon for gas.
Save me a fucking dime. I would
save me.
Out of that.
I'm not making it up. It saved me.
I wasn't retired during that administration, Lon. I was fucking working. I retired in 21.
I got a tax break. I have to admit, I don't even like Trump, but I got a tax break.
Sure,
I got a cut of my
absolutely.
tax for sure. Absolutely.
It's going to expire this year. Get ready to pay in.
Yeah, I paid less. I admit that. I don't even like Trump, but I paid less in taxes.
Absolutely.
When Trump was president. There's no.
All right, let's get off this because we're not all going to agree on this. But
how do we get on this?
But I have a second mortgage on this property. It's all I have. I don't have a primary. My interest rate on my loan was 3 point something percent. It's now like 7.5%.
Adjustable. Yeah, an adjustable.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I was adjustable for years before that. I've had this for a long time. But
you should have got it fixed, just for the record.
It's an equity loan. It's an equity loan on the property. I mean, that's all I got. I only owe like $30,000 in the house. I'm not complaining. I could get that back in no time. But that's not. But the point is, it's become it's become so much more expensive in the last 3.5 years to live. It's insane. It's insane. And to say that we're going to take care of this when I become president, when you've been part of the administration, has been running the place for the last 3.5 years, what the fuck?
That part I agree with. It's weird to say that I'm in office now, but when I get more office, then I'm going to fix it. I can't fix it now when I'm in the second number.
And don't say how you're going to do it.
Number one spot. then I'm in the number one spot.
Ask her. How are you going to do? How are you going to do it?
I
would love to hear. I would love to hear discussions about policies on both fucking sides, guys. I'm not a Democrat.
I'm sorry, but the Republican side actually does.
But if you tell me
talk about it, the Republican side does talk about it. They tell
Project
you.
2025 is Trump's view of what's going to happen next.
No, that's not fair.
Maybe Joe,
only 40 people in his prior administration are involved in it, but that's okay. That's not the fucking blueprint. If that's the fucking blueprint, then to me, anything but Trump. Okay, and I'm not a Harris fan. I'm not a fucking Biden fan. But you know what? They're gonna fucking eliminate entitlement programs, considering Medicare and Social Security to be.
Says who? Who said that? Did they say that? Did the Democrats say that they were going to do that?
First off, it was brought forward in the Congress by Republicans. Okay, I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about this Heritage Project 2025,
which has nothing to do with him. There's left organizations, and there's right organizations.
He won't distance himself from it.
He absolutely did. He absolutely did. He absolutely did. He came out and he said that organization has nothing. I'm going to shut you all down because he absolutely because he actually takes interviews and he absolutely says that has nothing to do with me. I think he actually called them right wing and over the top, and I have no idea what these people are talking about. Those aren't my policies, and he fucking said that. But you're not going to see it on the channels that you're watching.
They're all
exactly, Bill. You said well said.
All his.
That's it.
People.
Blame Richard Nixon.
Okay.
No, that's not fair.
Hey,
that's
wait a minute. I'm related to
Nixon. He said it, but it's not being produced by the fucking media, and it's aggravating as shit.
Bill, these are the kinds of conversations you got to be able to have without getting crazy like that.
Well, no, you just made a statement that's crooked shit.
That's correct.
You just said that you just tied him. You just tied him to the 2025, and he's got nothing to do with it.
I am tying him to it because that, in my opinion,
because a right-wing group put together something that he doesn't support, but because they're right-wing, that he supports them. And of course, he's a racist too, because everybody says he is.
He has denied.
Who said?
He absolutely said it's got nothing to do with my platform. I have no idea. No.
Hey, a second.
No,
Bill, 1 second. One second. Hold 1 second. No, Tom. No, wait. Hold both of you. Neither one. It's not fair to attach Trump to just because people he knows in some group. If you're gonna do that, then Biden's attached to like Byrd and all those people that were in the KKK that he was attached to back in the 70s and 80s. You know what I mean? You can't have it one way one time and another way another time.
If we play the deflection game,
no, we're not. I'm not trying to deflect.
It's not deflection. He's already said that has nothing to do with his platform. He has no idea. He's not on board with that. He thinks it's over the top, and he's not going to do what they. That's a wish list from a right-wing organization, and it's got nothing to do with his platform.
Let me ask you a question, Tom. I'm just curious, and I'm not trying to grill you because I'm way in the middle. What do you think that Trump is going to push a nationwide abortion ban?
No.
I think he's going to support.
Bill, I said Tom.
Absolutely not.
Again.
No, Tom.
I'm not going to bother answering because Bill answered.
No, do you believe that?
He's handing it back. He's handing back decisions for women back to states.
Right.
And as far as I'm concerned, being former EMS, former paramedic, women's health and men's health belong in their own hands, in their physicians' hands. So if you want to ask me whether I'm pro-choice or pro-life, I'm going to tell you it's not my fucking choice to make.
That's not my question.
I'm saying he's handing it back to the fucking states. What don't you understand?
What's wrong with that?
Where's to begin with?
So you said, is he going to support a nationwide ban? I don't agree. I don't agree that he will.
No.
Because that would not bode well for him
No, and he doesn't. He's actually already said he doesn't believe it's the federal government's job,
Well,
and
he even said
constitutionally, they
Bill,
actually do that.
He even said that he thought Arizona went too far, right? Okay.
Right.
So I'm supporting that claim that he would not, do a nationwide ban,
Okay, fair.
but he's going to hand it back to the states. Now, when you drill into me further, and I'm not a Democrat, I was a Republican, I'm an independent now, okay? If you drill back into that statement, I don't believe the choice belongs with fucking politicians. I believe
I
the
don't
choice
either.
on women's health belongs with a physician and the woman.
Or men's health.
Just like if
Or
they trade,
and Tom,
men's
Tom,
health isn't even up for
as far as I
discussion
can agree with you,
hold on, Alon.
it's not just
If it was
women's
men's health, if it was men's health that we were talking about, this wouldn't even be a fucking discussion.
No, it's
Okay?
not.
Okay, I don't want to go into this. The only reason,
unfortunately,
I
it's
brought
not
that
as
up is
simple
I
as
was trying
women's
to
health.
feel you out. I just was trying to feel you out for what you all believe. You know, what I mean? Because the
It
problem
is
with
as simple
both-
as women's health, Bill, and it's ignorant to think
done with-
otherwise.
It's not.
Okay, I'm
It's
done
not,
with
ju-
it.
it's not just. It's not just women's health, and I think that's ignorant to support. That it's only about women's health. If it was only about women's health,
what is it about,
when
Bill?
when you become pregnant,
people think it's a baby's life.
Well, no, don't think about the other side of it.
No, I'm not talking about that end. I'm not talking about that end of it. Okay, from the religious standpoint, I'm talking about.
I'm not talking about religious.
Choice.
No, it's
Who brought up religion?
No, I'm not telling. I'm not. That wasn't directed at you, Bill. That was directed at Lauren.
All I'm saying, Tom,
Okay?
listen,
I'm
we
talking
can
about
almost
the
agree on
choice
this.
should be between
Almost
a woman-
agree on this, except the fact that we're putting it under the dome of just women's health. It's not just that women's health that's involved. It's what happens to the child. All right, there is a child involved. Okay, whether it's not, it has nothing to do with religion. I don't even know why you even brought that up. It's got nothing to do with it. It's got to do with is there
when life is created does have religious aspects to it. Okay?
It can be if you want to go to that argument, but that's not what I'm talking
But
about.
there is,
I'm
and
not-
there's
I'm talking
multiple
about even
religions to
scientifically.
consider here.
If there's a
That's why I'm saying
heartbeat, if there's a brain, if there's fingers, if there's a circulatory system, if there's reaction to hot or cold, or there's a life involved. We're worried about fucking slugs affecting a farmer's field in Wisconsin, but we're not worried about the life of somebody who's forming in a woman's belly. Look, their actions have consequences. People's actions have consequences. And unfortunately, you don't want to have that child. You don't have to have that child, but you don't necessarily have the right to kill that child. And that's got nothing to do with religion. Nothing.
Bill, I have to dispute that because I have to say, from my point of view, a woman's health, is what we're talking about because the woman is at risk. I'm not talking about discarding.
You know what? My health would be at risk if I took a needle in the arm. If I took a needle in the arm and hurt myself, my health would be at risk but that was the action that I took. That woman took a penis in her vagina, so her health is at risk. And the president,
So
the guy that's running for the Republican Party actually supports. No. He actually supports. No. You see, that's the problem. You see, you're saying this. The problem is he actually supports abortion in the case of rape or incest. And you probably didn't even know that.
The problem is when you hand it back to the states, we're made up of 50 fucking states. Okay?
Right.
So then women have to figure out, my health is at risk. But in my state, I can get prosecuted and go to jail. Okay? So I need to risk my life, and have this baby and not be around for the baby. No. You should be able to get abortions in certain cases.
Yeah, decide to kill the child so that you can live your life.
Bill,
no,
both of you guys.
That wasn't my point, Bill.
There's a middle ground here. So
Don't
if you're
try to
saying that if
oversimplify it
no,
in
hold
that
on.
regard.
Wait a minute now. If you're saying that if the woman's health is at risk, then that's where you draw the line. I'm agreeing with you. If the woman's health is
It
at
should
line,
be between
at
a
risk,
physician,
if she's
a physician.
hold on.
No. By the way, he actually,
if necessary.
but Trump is actually fairly liberal on that. That's also one of his points. is if that's self-defense. If a woman's
Health is
life is
at risk,
if a woman's life is at risk,
yeah.
he actually supports
Nobody's
abortion.
against that. I don't think.
No,
I don't think
that's
anybody's
part
against
of his
abortion if a
platform.
woman's health is
First
at
of all,
risk.
he's 16 weeks.
Well,
Not 12.
that should not.
He's 16 weeks, and if the woman's life's at risk, or if it's a case of rape or incest, he actually supports that.
Talking out your ass.
I don't know
You're
anybody
talking
that's
out your
against
ass.
that.
Okay.
Wait.
I'm not talking about that.
Hey,
no.
can I say something?
I'm telling you for one
Let
thing.
Lloyd say something. Hold on one second, Tom.
Hold on,
Lloyd's
Lloyd.
been waiting.
No. Hold on a second.
I've been
Hold on a
waiting.
second.
Do you mind giving me just
Go ahead.
one? Okay. You started the argument with Trump did this. Trump did not do it. This was a Supreme Court decision.
No. What?
No, listen, that's what I'm saying.
Let's not
they
be
turned it back to
completely
states.
naive. Yes, because
It's not naive.
It's not naive. It's the fucking truth.
Listen, constitutionally, they had no choice to do what they did.
No, they didn't. Because you could split that line by talking to numerous constitutional attorneys, and you would still find people on different sides of the track. All I'm saying here is that, in my opinion, the way you support what you say he believes in is not to turn it over to the individual states, because there's 50 of them and they can't agree on shit. So now a woman has to decide how she has to deal if she lives here, or here. No, it should be.
She should deal with whether she has her fucking legs open or not.
Oh yeah, well, sometimes you don't
She has
have
total
that.
control over the situation.
Look, I delivered 29 babies up in the South Bronx when I worked up there as a medic, okay? And I can tell you, I can count on one fucking hand how many of them were mothers over the age of 16, okay? Mm-hmm. And not all of them had fucking choices, because Uncle Tito lived in the same fucking 3-room apartment, okay, as the 11-year-old. So what I'm saying is there needs to be guidelines that are across the entire country that say
she should have got an abortion.
If you would,
she should have got an abortion.
She should be eligible to get an abortion, but that's not the case today.
In New York? Are you kidding me?
In New York, in 11 states. Lon, I'm not talking about New York. I'm talking about consistency across the 50 states. There are 11 states right now that young lady couldn't get an abortion. Okay, so the problem is, I don't have a problem with Trump's stance. I have a problem with this shouldn't be decided state by state by state by state. Okay, and this should be decided across the entire United States. That's what we're supposed to be, the United States, and that's why it needs to be codified at the federal level.
So let me ask you another question real quick, because I know, does every state in the country have to have the exact same laws? Is that what you're saying? About everything?
Not about everything, but
the federal government overarchingly control everything in the country.
We do already.
No, I'm asking.
We have basic rights.
Yes or no?
Yes. We have basic rights.
So,
and that should be part of the basic rights.
You know that's not what I'm
Why
asking.
is it okay for the Democrats?
How else are you putting it to me? I'm sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
Why is it okay for the Democrats to create a national ban on abortion, yet they're against a national agreement for protecting life? Why is there a difference?
I'm not saying there is, Mike. I'm not debating that. That's not what I'm debating here. I'm debating you asked one about should every state have the same laws? We don't, but we do. Okay? At the same time. We don't and we do at the same time. And let me explain that statement, okay? We have local ordinances, state ordinances, right? We have a state ratified penal code. We have a state vehicle and traffic law. Yes, we have those. And they are specific to each and every state. But then we have overarching rights like free speech, okay? The right to bear arms. You know, these things are across.
It's not the same in every state, Tom. You know that.
They're not the same in every state. Absolutely not.
No, they're not, Tom.
So if I go to Alaska and I say something in the town square,
No, you said
I can get
gun. You
arrested.
said gun ownership.
Oh,
That's
so
where I
wait,
stopped.
wait. Now we're
said
going
gun
to draw the
ownership.
line at guns, even though it's in.
No, you said it,
Okay?
brother.
You said it's
Even,
the same
even
every state.
though it's
It's
in,
close.
it's in every state. You have, okay, Second Amendment rights in every state.
Do you?
Now,
Do you?
well,
Really?
you have to-
Can you conceal carry in New Jersey?
no, I didn't say
No, you
conceal
can't.
carry.
Can you conceal
That's
carry in
not what-
Florida?
It doesn't
Yeah.
say conceal
Can you
carry.
conceal
It says the right to bear arms.
Right,
Can
but
you
these are all
own-
tied to the Second
can
Amendment,
you
and
own
they're all
a
interpreted
firearm
different.
in New Jersey?
And they're all interpreted differently by each state.
Can you own a firearm in New Jersey?
Can you
Yeah, as long
open
as you keep
carry?
it in your house and it's not it's not loaded.
It's the right to bear arms. Okay?
However,
it's a
it's
basic
a variation of the same law.
It's a
It's
basic
it's a
right.
variation of the same right. They
It's
are
a right.
interpreting. They're
You're
interpreting that
correct.
right to what they think it is versus what other states thinks it is. You can open carry in Arizona. You can open carry in many states, but you can't open carry in New York. So it's all variations
Correct.
of what they think the
But you
Second
can
Amendment
still
means.
own a firearm in New York.
That's
You can
not
own
bearing
a
arms,
firearm in New
brother.
York
You bear arms
within
when
your
you carry it.
domicile. Okay, so look. What I'm saying is, in my honest opinion, I believe the choice when we talked about a nationwide ban on abortion. Okay,
Yeah, I don't agree with that. By the way,
leaving it to the state level, I don't agree with it either, and I don't think that the bulk of it should be left at the state level. I think it should be left.
Wait! But who supports a nationwide ban on abortion?
No, we're past that, Bill.
You just said it. You said when it comes to a nationwide ban on abortion, as if someone is supporting that. So who is supporting a nationwide ban?
No,
Why
I
would you even
said
say
that, Bill. I put it that way.
You just said that. The words just came out of your mouth.
Lon,
So
what the fuck did I say?
who in either
You
party?
didn't-
I know what you
First
meant.
of all,
I
you
know
didn't
what
let
you
me
meant,
finish my fucking statement, Bill.
All right, finish
You're
statement.
just going to jump on a fucking keyword.
Go ahead.
and use
Good.
that
You,
as your
you,
fucking
you
pulpit.
said something and I reacted.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Please finish your statement.
Yeah, fellas.
I said, while I don't agree, just like Trump doesn't agree in a nationwide ban, okay? I also don't agree with the platform that you should give it to all that and the bulk of it to the states. Because look at some of these decisions that are being made, okay? There are several states right now that do not allow an abortion on cases of incest, rape, okay? And some
But you know, after the following election, a lot of those have been turned over. No, a lot of those have been turned over. The people have voted. Kansas had to lighten up, for example, as an example, had to change their abortion laws because it was put to the people, and the people didn't support the draconian rules when it came to abortion. So it's actually closer to the people. They have more direct.
Need to prevent. Not all locations, Bill, have been allowed to vote it down, and the problem is, if you don't instill basic parameters on a nationwide level to support women's health, then you put them at risk. Yeah, because you're not having the fucking baby, dude. The woman,
so it's women's health.
The one at risk, okay, for a claim.
No, when you say that, you make it sound like other people are against women's health.
No,
that's a liberal label. It's bullshit. It's got nothing to do with women's health. It's got nothing to do with women's health.
It's not a liberal label, dude. I'm using it.
It's got nothing to do with women's health.
Here's my point as a libertarian.
You're not having the baby, dude.
Okay. It's
the woman. You're not the one that was raped. You're not the one that had to deal with.
No, you guys always go to rape. So
okay?
That's the part I don't like. You got to go all the way here.
No, go ahead.
The other side goes all
It's all about women's health
here, and the other side goes all the way here. And it's like it's not about rape because most people rape. Okay, get an abortion. Uncle Bob
today, though.
Get an abortion. You're talking about one
those things should be codified, Lon.
No, here's my point. No one wants a nationwide ban on abortion, and I don't think there should be a nationwide agreement on abortion either, where the whole country has to follow a rule on abortion that makes it legal or makes it okay at 40 weeks.
In certain
know what I'm
cases,
saying?
yes. In certain cases, it needs to be made legal. In certain cases, across the federal level. That's the way I feel.
But why? What is that part of our constitutional law? Is that part of our rights?
Because there are
Is that part of the bill? Is that part of the Bill of Rights? Because if it's not, then that's fine. Then we can make it part of it. No, we can make it. No, it's not about whether I'm okay or not.
You're okay with states having draconian laws regarding that. This specific.
I didn't say that.
I won't use.
I didn't say that.
What are you saying? Because
what I'm saying is, if you let me finish my statement, is if you want the federal government to have that kind of control and power over the state government,
my problem.
Then you have to pass a constitutional change and allow them to do that, because it doesn't exist right now, first of all.
I agree.
Second, to just say women's health. I'm all about women's health. I love that woman in the other room back there, and I want her as healthy as can be. So don't throw it all under the umbrella of women's health.
Like I do with my wife, my
very insulting.
And my granddaughters.
That's insulting.
There's nothing insulting about it.
Sure it is. Sure it is, because you make it sound like because we don't support a national abortion law that we're against women's health.
In my mouth. There was no intent to insult anyone.
Okay. Well, let's just keep talking about women's health.
How are you?
That's the difference to me.
It's a basic.
It's got nothing to do with women's health.
Ignorance.
Nothing. Women have all the rights to all the
do with women's health.
Women have all the rights to all the same health care that we do.
So across all 50 states, Bill, go check yourself on that one, okay? Go check yourself on that one.
What? Women don't have the same rights to health care that we do?
Correct. Because in several states today, they do not have the right in cases of health issues, rape, and incest to seek an abortion. Okay? And that's the whole point. You're saying that's not the case. I'm saying
in those cases, they need to change those laws. They need to have a referendum.
So why are we disagreeing if we agree on?
We're not, but you don't put it under the umbrella of women's health, because what you're saying is the federal government should overstep its powers, because that's the whole point of libertarians and Republicans.
It allows
the federal government should have less control of our lives.
Yeah. That's where I'm at. I want the federal government to have the least amount of
I do too, and I understand your views as a libertarian. Okay? Clearly I do. Clearly I've been educated as to what the parameters of various laws are. Okay? And I'm saying I do understand Lon's point, and I'm allowed to understand his point, whether I agree with it or not. Okay.
No, you don't have to agree. I
don't watch a single news network. I watch them all. Okay. Mm-hmm. And you know, I have my own opinions based on my own experiences and my own breadth of knowledge. Did
you know until tonight that Trump has actually said on air that he supports possibly 16 weeks, that he supports abortions in the case of rape and incest and the health of the mother, that he's actually said these things?
Again, Bill, we're going back.
Did you know that by watching CNN, ABC, NBC? Oh, how did you know that? From watching Fox News or NBC, CBS, NBC? Because according to them, he made abortions illegal. He somehow made them illegal.
Bill, you don't supervise my viewing habits, okay?
I didn't ask if I asked the question.
No, you made inferences to it. You just
made it sound like this guy wants.
And I said to you before you even mentioned those networks that I watch more than those, okay? And those are not my mainstays.
I don't care what you watch.
Please.
What I'm trying to tell you is nobody is supporting a national ban on abortion.
Okay? Unfortunately, okay, there are some that are, and I did not say Trump. I agreed already when Lon and I had that same discussion. I don't disagree with his stance, okay, when it comes to those parameters. I disagree with his stance that it should be solely in the states. That's all. Okay. And
The reason he has that stance, by the way, Tom, is because there's no constitutional structure for the federal government to actually control this issue. There's nothing in the Constitution.
Yeah,
it's not a right. Is that they would have to make an amendment? They would have to make an amendment to make that a right. There's no right to abortion. There's no right to health.
We're a constitutional
There's no
republic.
right to a lot of things that people think there's
Democratic Republic. Yeah,
That's
we're the Federalist Papers
that
leaves
is
that into
the
the
only
hands of the
way.
states.
Correct, and I've read them in their entirety. That's the only way that you could do it. Okay, and that requires a supermajority, which is unlikely to ever happen here because we are a two-party system, which of course President John Adams said that would be the bane of this republic.
Well, even if there's three, well, here's the unfortunately, and I understand what you're saying. I'd like there to be more parties that are more. But I'm actually agreeing with you. But unfortunately, if there were actually more, you're talking because it's a two-party system, and there's no way they were ever going to get to a supermajority. And if there were 3 or 4 parties that were that powerful, we'd be even less likely.
Okay. We can debate that on another show, Bill. I don't want to keep you up too late, but what I'm saying is what John Adams was getting to was the fact that in his eyes, and that you got to really look back at our forefathers to give them some credit here with what they were able to craft and what's worked so far for the last 200 some odd years. But he said the bane of our existence and what puts us at most risk is a two-party system. Because at the end of the day, and now I'm paraphrasing, a two-party system is like an estranged marriage. And we're the kids caught in the middle, okay? Because it's always a fight, regardless of who takes over. It's, I don't want you to have what I know you want. And the problem is, at the end of the day, we're the wanting ones, okay? Like the problem we have, I think, in Congress today and in the Senate today is the problem that we have politicians that are in the same fucking positions for life, okay? And you can tell me that senators come up every 6 years and congressmen come up every 2 years. But how are they still in fucking office after 30?
Term limits is my number one policy. Term limits.
I think. Look, if you want to make a career out of politics, by all means, okay. Apparently, it's very lucrative, but you start as a council member, okay. You work your way up to mayor or city manager. You become you become a state senator or a state assembly person, and then after 2 terms, we'll say 2 terms in the Senate, okay, or 4 terms in Congress, you got to look for something else. Whether you go from Congress to the Senate, okay. But the problem is we have individuals in there that aren't speaking for us, okay? We know it off the NDAA with the Drone Act, right? We know that. Right. Because it's lobbyists that are pulling the strings there. Okay. The problem that we have is that they're not bound by the same things we are. And it's regardless of who said they want to get rid of entitlement programs. The problem is they don't have to pay into those systems either. And they wind up getting free health care for the rest of their lives. You know, a Congress member has to do 3 terms, 3 2-year terms, and a senator has to do 1 term. And from that point out, they could leave office because guess what? They get their salary for the rest of their life and they get fucking premium health care, not paid for. So, you know, and how does somebody who gets into office today, okay, and say, you know, you do financial disclosures and, you know, oh, they have a net worth of maybe $300,000-$400,000 because they might own a home somewhere, something like that. but yet they come out of office and they're multimillionaires. Mike, if you had a good tip on a stock because your brother-in-law works in the market and you gave it to me and we acted on it, both you and fucking I are going to jail.
Exactly.
Okay?
As an
But yet,
outsider, the only
these
thing
fucks
that
know
this is telling
when
me
they're
is
gonna
that your
pass a law.
politics is wrong.
Yeah. Oh, please tell me how in your country you don't start with a campaign until what, fucking 2 months before? We got to start 2-3 years before. And the money that's spent on these elections
who is it that
is
says you have to
obscene.
start 2 or 3 years before? The politicians. So that throws that all out. Why don't the people have a say? Why is it always the politicians that tell the people what to do?
Because
and not
we're
the
a
other way around?
republic. Well, we're a republic. We're not a democracy. Let's not make a mistake here. We're a republic. Okay?
Representative
So
republic.
we have right. We
You
have
the United
people
States of
representing
America,
us.
where every state runs its own state.
Exactly.
How can you be a United States?
Because
what are you talking about?
All right, let me handle.
Scotland have
No,
their own
no,
law?
Go ahead.
No, I'm going to cut you all out because there are basic structures to our federal government that ties us all together in a way that our government is limited to, and that we can all vote for. You say, how can we have different laws in different states? Well, you have the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
You have different abortion laws. Put back to abortion. You have different abortion laws in Scotland than you do in England, than you do in
No, we
Ireland.
don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
You
they don't.
absolutely do.
No, we
Don't
used
even
to have
say it.
different laws in Ireland, but now they're the same.
Northern Ireland, no. Well, Northern Ireland is part of the UK, but
no, all the UK is the same.
Hey, Tom,
no, I
private
don't think it
chat.
is.
There
I think
wasn't
it
a
is.
two-party system when John Adams was president, by the way.
No, there
Sorry,
was
but there wasn't.
five.
There wasn't.
No, it was a 5-party system, I believe, back then.
Then why would he say the two-party system would be the bane of the
Because
country
he
or whatever?
talked
There
about
wasn't
how
one.
it would come down, how it would shrink down over time in the consolidation of power. And the problem with consolidation of power is that it never gets consolidated in one place.
There might have been 5 parties back then, but it's just like it is now. You got the Green Party, you got the Libertarian Party, but they're non-players.
They
You
were
know what I
more
mean?
substantial. Like the Whip Party became the Republican Party, okay, over time. And so they started to do exactly what John Adams talked about. They started to form around those two nuclei, and that's what happened. You know, it's and who's liberal and who's conservative has flipped 4 times so far, okay, in our country's history. So, you know, that's why I would call myself more of a centrist, okay? And I do aspire to some of the things from a libertarian standpoint, you know, but the problem is Democrats can't fight their way out of a fucking paper bag, and there's a faction of Republicans that are trying to take things too far. Sorry, Bill, but that's as far as I'll go with that statement.
Well, there's a faction of both sides.
Yeah,
there's extremists on either side, and the extremists are out of their fucking minds. Both sides. There's what, not to go back to
There is
abortion,
no
but there's
doubt.
one side of that story that thinks they should have an abortion after the kid is born, for God's sakes, and there's the other side that says no one should be allowed to have it. Period.
Infanticism, but yeah,
I know. But there's the other side that says it should
agree.
be legal. Period. Okay, and both those
Look,
sides
it
are
should be
fucking
legal
nuts.
for any reason. You should be able to go into a Walgreens. You should be able to go into a Walgreens and get scraped. I mean, you know,
9 months pregnant, you should be able to stroll in and get an abortion.
I mean, that's fucking ridiculous, of course.
Okay,
you know, but moderation is the problem. Is those in the middle don't get much of a say because we choose not to say.
Unfortunately, we have a lot of rights in this country. I shouldn't say unfortunately, but for example, I'm drinking whiskey. I'm going to pay for it tomorrow. I'm going to have a headache.
Yes.
But you know, it's my right to do it. People have the right to do things that is not great behavior but the results are something we have to live with. Unfortunately, folks engage in sexual activity, become pregnant, and the solution is to kill the result. And I'm sorry, I just can't go along with that. Unless that woman's life is in danger, unless she was forced to have, and provably forced to have that sexual encounter. Again, I don't think most people would argue that. But it's still it's still a crime that these poor babies have to suffer because of all that. And there's thousands and thousands of couples around the country that are dying for a baby that can't have them.
It should never get to the stage of an abortion with the morning after pill that's available now.
I mean, it's all a tragic situation, and I can easily look at it at 63 years old with a wife who's almost 60 years old. We're not going to have any babies, and I don't want to be criticized for that. I still care about the people that are involved. I really do, and I care about the babies that are involved. And there is a solution other than just terminating the life of a human being.
I'm not disputing that, Bill. And we happen to agree on more than what we disagree on, Bill, in that regard. Okay.
Right.
And
let me tell you right now, my parents got married because my mother was pregnant with me. They were married 7 months. They were married 7 months after
my wife was a honeymoon baby. Yeah.
No.
That was the nice way of putting it.
I didn't know it until I was going through my grandmother's photos many decades later. And like, Grandma, I was born 7 months after this wedding picture was taken, and she almost had a heart attack. She was so cute. You were premature. Yeah, I don't think so. I was over 7. I was over 7 pounds. But they decided to have the baby.
Yeah.
And because of that, I'm alive today. However, with the environment that's around today, I may not be here right now. And there's no reason for that. Because if they didn't want to have me, they do not keep me, they could have given me to a family who's dying for a baby. There are other avenues.
I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing any of that there are other avenues, okay? But to some, there are no avenues, and that's what needs to be protected.
There's always other avenues.
Yeah, and that's not fair.
No,
they could have used birth control in the first place.
Well, again, you don't get a choice of using birth control in the cases of incest or rape.
See, we'll stop it with that, though. We're eliminating that. I'm sorry, that's off the board.
The failure of birth. Don't get me wrong, Lon, but the failure of birth control is such a small percentage of small percentage of what we're talking about.
But also, I'm talking about when a physician determines, and I don't think you will disagree on this, Bill. So hear me out before you say anything. When a physician determines that the woman carrying that fetus is at risk.
Oh yeah,
have an abortion.
That a decision should be
absolutely
made.
That's self-defense.
Have an abortion.
No,
yes, okay.
See it, Dominic. Good night, Dominic. That's up to her.
But if we get back to where I started from,
that's up to the mother. If she wants to take the chance, whether she's going to survive or not, it's up to her. But that's totally self-defense.
I see, and I agree with that. Okay. And that is one of the things states should not be able to rule on. That goes back to my
everyone in the state
statement.
votes.
Well, they can rule on it. But
I agree. Okay. But I don't think that has been the case. And I'm sorry, when Roe versus Wade was overturned, it took away those specifics, which right away, numerous states rolled out some very draconian rules. A couple of them have been overturned.
No, sure.
Okay. But there's still several that prevent it from happening today. And that's what I'm saying needs to be legislated. Okay.
Well, we change that. Let's change that. I'm on board.
If if a physician, and this is where I go back to, it should be between a politician and the woman. It should be between the physician and the patient. Okay. And when the decision is made that puts your life at risk, the state shouldn't be able to be part
No one
of that
disagrees
conversation.
with that.
Nobody argues. Nobody
No one
argues.
disagrees
That was
with
the
that.
argument we just
You keep
had.
bringing that up like we're arguing with about. We're not
No.
arguing about that. No one is.
I'm
No
just
one is.
replying back to Bill. I said we're more in agreement on these things than we're disagreeing about that. And I clarified my points. I didn't change my points. I clarified them.
You don't need the
Okay.
federal government. You don't need the federal government to legislate common sense. I'm sorry, but
Unfortunately, you do,
that's common
because,
sense. And if it's not
again,
common
it goes
sense,
back-
if it's not common
Go
sense
ahead.
in the state level, then those people will be voted out, and things will.
Yeah, they'll
I
get,
hope so.
that
I
shit
hope
will
so.
change. Yeah, but on the other hand,
You
if
gotta remember
Alabama,
what the
let's say,
demographics are.
hold on now. If Alabama decides that abortion should be illegal and their people vote on it, then Alabama has a right to have that law in place. I'm sorry. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at.
So-
And
so
the federal
women in
government doesn't have the
Alabama-
right to come in and force Alabama
So
to
let
do
me-
something
can
that's
I
against
give you-
their laws.
Can I give you a what if, Lon?
You
Okay.
give me all kinds of what ifs.
Okay. And just based upon what you said now, a woman is a passenger in a motor vehicle that's involved in a motor vehicle accident. She's critically injured.
Okay.
She goes into the hospital in Alabama. It happened on a state highway in Alabama. The physician right away determines, okay, that he needs to abort the fetus. In that state, he wouldn't be allowed to. Okay.
Okay.
So he would have to, in that state, under the current guidelines, would have to allow that woman to perish.
Tom, that's a very valid point. However, I would like to know what states already have laws on the books that says if the woman is going to die,
just in a car accident,
if she not a car accident, whatever.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't have to be a car accident. It doesn't have to be a car
Right.
accident. It has to be in any situation where the woman has to have the baby and die, and she doesn't have the right to choose life. I'd like to know what states those are.
Yeah, I'm not sure there's a state that has that law, but
I
if you
really
say-
don't.
I don't think there are.
I won't argue it. I won't argue it. I'll say that if that's possible and it's wrong, I will say it's wrong. I'm 100% on board.
Hey, there's
I don't
many
think the federal
women
government-
that would say, "Save my baby, I will forfeit my life." But that's her
Yeah.
choice.
But
That's their option.
That would have to be their
Exactly.
choice, right?
yeah, that's
That
my
would have to
problem.
be
The
But
federal
I don't
government coming
there's any
in, that's
state.
what I don't like.
I would like to know what states are out there that say it's not your choice. You have to die so your baby can live. I don't think that exists.
No, you'll both die. Most likely, that's the crazy part. I mean, if the woman's going to die, the baby could die too.
And if it does exist, it's not going to last.
I mean, we had a case.
If there's laws like that exist, it's not going to. It's not going to last.
They're going to fight. People will fight that. I don't know of anyone that believes that. You'd have to be some hardcore, serious Bible thumping.
You have to be an idiot.
Fucking with a cross up your ass
Texas,
24/7
Oklahoma,
to believe some
Mississippi,
shit like
and
that. That's
Kentucky
crazy.
and Arkansas.
So
I know, and we don't want to. You brought up Arkansas. We don't want to besmirch Arkansas. We don't know that law exists in Arkansas. I'm sure it doesn't. He just threw.
Well, maybe
what Mr. New
She
Yorker
has to
believes is
die.
a backwater state. That it's a Bible thumping state.
But she has to die.
Yeah. No,
She has
I
to die.
don't believe if a law like that existed, it would last.
It shouldn't last. It should not last.
Right. I have a hard time with that too. But I just don't want the federal government.
And who said
just
I like
overarching
Arkansas?
control.
I thought it was beautiful as I drove through it.
It really is.
We stayed
It's a beautiful,
tonight.
it's a beautiful state.
Don't be pregnant and dying there though.
No,
Don't be pregnant and dying. Apparently,
again, not something I got to worry about, right? But
and don't get over immediately when the state police pull behind you. By the way, because they will pit maneuver your ass in fucking 3 seconds. You ever see those videos? Arkansas State Police will play, son.
They'll pit me with my RV. They'll pit me with my RV.
Well, I'm just saying they'll try. They'll try to run you off the road. They'll shoot your tires out, man. Those guys are crazy.
The second I take my RV into the state of California, I cannot drive faster than 55 miles an hour. Okay?
Right.
But yet the tractor trailer, okay, that weighs 70,000 pounds, can whip by me at 75.
80,000.
Okay? The 80,000. The second I hit 56 miles an hour, I'm getting pulled over by California Highway Patrol.
80 if it's a double.
Well, you know what? I think the federal government should come in and
I used to drive truck. I'm gonna get some more booze.
I agree.
So I can be more. I could be more obnoxious than I am right now. I'll be back, and when I get up, don't look at my ass.
Oh, come on now.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, look,
I'm a hardcore Ron Paul libertarian. Yeah, I am 100%. The federal government should be. I want the federal government backed up to what their original charter, as far as I'm concerned. Period. Interstate commerce.
I'm going to say this to you, Mike. I know where you stand, Mike, but the problem you have today is there's a group of people that are saying anybody but Trump. And that's where fucking Harris makes out in the deal. Okay?
Yeah.
Because you took the age thing right off the fucking table. Okay? And then, the big mistake they're making today is harping on this whole thing that, oh, now she's black. I thought she was Indian. You can't be by fucking racial. Of course you can be biracial. That's not the fucking points they should be hitting on. They should be talking fucking policies, and nobody talks fucking policies.
Exactly.
And this is the fucking
one
problem.
interview. She had
Oh God, I'm so glad. I'm going to shut you guys out because I'm sorry, but
plenty of pulpit appearances, but no interviews.
Exactly.
Okay,
No
I
interviews.
agree with you, 100%. Well, they fucking pulled the fucking rug right out, and they took the fucking age thing right off the table.
Did you see the most recent? I'm sorry, Tom. Did you see the most recent Judge Joe Brown interview where he knew Kamala Harris's father? Did you know Joe? He said that Kamala Harris's father is from Jamaica, but he's Irish and Hindu.
Okay. No, hold on. No, first off, if you fact check,
what does that matter though? I'm not sure.
No. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. It could be totally wrong, but if that's true, she has no black. She's got no black in her at all.
No.
She's not African American. Period.
Bill, send her. Well, she gets the right to call herself all those. There's 5 different things she can fucking call.
He was from Jamaica, but he was a Jamaican slave owner.
So can I.
No. He wasn't the slave owner. Hold on.
Well, that's what he's saying.
Grandparents. Her great grandparents were slave owners.
No, the slave. No. One of her great grandparents was a slave owner, and he fucked her great grandmother, who was a slave.
But her father is registered as a Caucasian.
Her father, and he's fucking black, Bill. You can go look at a picture of him. He's black. Okay.
If you say, I actually believe you. When I watched that, I thought that can't be right. So if you say he's black, I believe you.
Talking about that shit and making that the focus of it is where.
Yeah, but who cares? I don't care. I don't. But that's just it. That's just it. We don't care. No. I'm a right. I'm sorry, but I am.
Assure me you're not going to fuck with my Social Security. Promise me you're not going to fuck with Medicare.
Listen, Tom. Hold on, please. You're saying things we all agree with. You're saying things we all agree with. So relax. I don't care. I don't care if her father was black. I don't care if her mother was Indian. But to present yourself, you need to vote for her because she's the first black woman who's going to run for president. It's the biggest crock of shit in the history of mankind.
So hold on, Bill.
Who cares whether her father was black? Whether her mother was Indian, who cares? But she did present herself as a Southeast Asian person until about 5-6 years ago. She really did. Why?
Bill, let me. Okay.
You can say Bill 7 times, but whatever. What? Okay.
Okay, I have to take exception to something you said.
What?
Okay, I really do. That
I don't care.
that I'm a lot more relaxed than you. There's no fucking way. How many glasses of whiskey have you had, you fuck? Okay.
Okay. I don't care what race they are. I would vote for Tim Scott for president. People that agree with my idea of what we should be doing. I don't care what their race is. I could give a shit. I married a fucking woman who's way darker than anybody in this panel. I don't care about that shit. I really, 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 really don't.
My wife never needs to go tanning as long as she stands next to me.
Do you need me wake my wife up? She's way darker. It's got nothing to do with melatonin in your skin. It's got nothing to do with even your culture. It's got to do with what we want for everybody.
Lloyd,
for everybody.
Fucking shithead. Come back on, Lloyd. I love you, Lloyd.
I love everybody as long as they agree with me.
I'm also weigh in since you guys keep wanting talking about race and by being biracial, since I'm the one here that's biracial. Okay.
Right.
For one,
I'm Italian and Irish. That's biracial.
When you're biracial, you do get to identify as whatever the fuck you want. You get to agree. You get to identify however you want.
Exactly.
If I want to walk into a room and say I'm black, hey, the nigger's talking. If I want to walk into a room and claim I'm black, I can. If I want to walk in a room and claim I'm white, I can. No one else gets to tell me what I get to identify as. Okay, as far as that goes. But one thing I agree with Don on, he was in the thing, us talking about her race is as stupid as her talking about her race.
Yeah, absolutely.
The race shouldn't have any place
to care less.
Any of this. And the problem
it should not start every discussion.
The problem is that they, I don't want to sound like I'm 5 years old, but they started. They come in hot with this. She's the first person of color, the first black woman, this, black that. So Trump
who cares?
Played off of that, which is stupid of him too. I'm going to say that flat out. It's stupid of him to play into that. Yeah. But they come out with that. They started out the gate with that horse shit.
It's stupid for that. Well, again, the AP came out and said, okay, she was the first woman of Asian descent, meaning Indian, okay, in the Senate.
In the Senate.
It didn't mean she wasn't black, because if they were going on the black issue, they couldn't say she was the first black female senator, because
there's many.
She was the first one of Indian, right? So both sides fucking started leveraging that, which became they're both fucking non-starters. I agree.
No. I'm sorry, but no. The left side is promoting her as a African American female candidate. I'm sorry, don't even
none of those things.
That's horseshit. It doesn't matter. I would vote for Condoleezza Rice in a fucking heartbeat. I would vote for. I don't care. It's got to do with what their policies are and what they believe in. I don't care what color it is. My wife is dark brown. I don't care. She's sexy as shit. I don't care. Seriously, I don't care. If I was gay, I would fuck Lon. I don't care. It doesn't matter. He's a human.
Buy an iPhone tomorrow.
He's a human being, and I love him for his opinions, and I hate him for some of his opinions. But I love him overall as a human being. As a human being.
Ken hear that. Don't let Ken hear that. That's all.
No, it's all bullshit. And they are running on the fact that we should vote for her because she's a woman.
Because she's a black woman.
Who cares that she's a woman?
I agree.
I don't care. There's many women I would vote for. Many. Tulsi Gabbard. That's because she's
That's
hot.
all they're
Not because she's hot. Because she's smart. I don't care. Just promote the right.
The policies. Everyone should be policy.
Right. I don't want to be misunderstood. I don't want to be misunderstood.
Politics.
Correct policies.
Voters now. Yeah, policy should be the only reason to vote for someone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, Bill?
Policy should be the only
I
reason
don't know.
why.
It's very glossy. Is that a Filipina?
Yes, it's my Filipina.
You own a Filipina?
No, I don't.
I
own
know you
one.
own a
She owns-
Filipina.
She owns me.
Is that your wife?
No,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
my wife.
yeah, that's his wife. Yeah,
she owns me.
yeah. The
Yeah,
long
who
and the short
cares?
of it,
Who cares what nationality you are? It doesn't matter. It's got to do with the soul. It's got to do with the person.
It's got to do with the person.
You didn't marry a Filipina. You
Absolutely.
married her.
No, I married a woman.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I married. It's the best
There's
thing
no.
that
There's
ever
no
happened.
argument. There's no argument. None of us here is going to argue this.
And it took me.
None of
Mike,
us.
Mike, what do you got to say? Mike's still waiting.
Why does it
Mike.
Kamala come out and state she is of Jamaican descent? She is not an African American. Period.
Right.
Because she
never
does
heard of that.
qualify
In Africa.
to
She-
reference herself as an African American, as an Indian American, as an Asian American, as a Jamaican American. She can lay claim to all of those. None
She
of
is
that
not
fucking
African American,
matters.
though.
Can, but
She's not
I'm
African-American.
sorry, but
She was born in this country. She was born out of Afro-Jamaican descent. Okay.
Afro? Where do you get Afro from?
Afro,
Where's it come
well,
from?
because that's what it's referred to in Jamaica.
Somewhere
right, by
back in the
way.
day, one of her ancestors
Afro-Jamaican
came from
descent.
Africa.
Okay.
Yeah,
So that's why
And raised in Canada.
Raised in Canada. Yep.
Afro.
They came back to the United States.
we have a lot
Yeah.
of citizens in this country that started off in Canada.
You know what? I don't care if she was brilliant. I'm sorry. Here's the thing.
I don't care either.
I would actually vote for her
It
if she was brilliant and she put out an actual real policy, a real set of policies that were going to help my interest rates, that were going to help my retirement fund, that were going to help this country. I would vote for her. I have voted for Democrats in the past. I voted for Bob Casey in Pennsylvania. I have voted for Democrats if they have the right.
With you, Bill. If
But she
those
is
would put out
she's an empty
policies-
vessel.
I'm not getting anything from either side of the fucking fence. This is the problem.
Oh,
because they're
baloney.
spending all their fucking time.
No. It's
talking
President. Trump actually cares about people.
He was in
And
office.
you
before
can say whatever you want.
I don't like Trump, but you can't pretend you
can't
don't know
stand
what
the
he
fucking
stands
guy.
for. That's insane. Oh, I don't like him either, but you can't pretend you don't know what he stands for.
He has done
He was
more.
president for
He has
4
done
years.
more for
He's only president for 4
African American
years.
businesses in New York City.
Okay.
He has done more
Like him or
for.
hate him,
Fucking
you
great.
can't pretend you don't know what he stands for.
Oh, I
Pretend
do
you don't
understand
know
what he stands for.
Until he ran for
That's what
office,
I'm looking for.
the left loved him.
That's fair. That's
And
fair.
until he ran for office, they loved him. He
Till he ran
donated
for
all
office,
kinds
he
of
was a
money.
Democrat. He was a fucking Democrat.
He was a
Come on, you
Democrat,
can't dispute
and
that.
he donated.
changed the run.
He gave incredible amounts of money to
To the Democrat Party, yeah.
the
Because he
Democrat
lived in
Party
New York.
and
So
to
who did he give
businesses,
money
to
to?
businesses in
He
the
was
city.
buying politics just like everybody else does. He was buying
Before,
politics.
before he was involved in politics, he did all this to help people. Watch
People call it Chuck Schumer
your
up in
shorts.
Chuck.
There's a lot of them coming out right now where there's this
Really?
guys that could not get money from banks, and they got it from Trump, and he never collected the money from them. He gifted it to them and said, "You're doing a good job. You're helping the community, and I'm happy with that." And that was it because he could. No, granted, he could afford it, but the fact of the matter is, he didn't have to do that, and he's done it in his life without political aspirations.
Well, he's not.
And I'm sorry, but he's not a racist. That's
I won't agree
horseshit.
with that either. Yeah, I won't agree that he's he's a root of all evil. I won't agree with that he's a savior. I won't agree with any of that. I think he's a decent person in some aspects and a horrible person in others. You know, what I mean?
Horrible where?
Who bangs porn stars with their wife's at home pregnant?
No. Don't get me wrong. He's
Yeah.
He's a human being.
Yeah, he's not a good person.
No, he's a human being. He's made mistakes.
No.
We're all human beings. We've made mistakes.
Oh yeah, I haven't made those mistakes. Come on.
No, because we don't.
I'm
Have,
not
we don't. We don't
I'm not saying that he had to be
Wait a minute. That's if you believe the story. You could say that, but that's if you believe her story.
I
But
do.
she supposedly 20 or 16 years later, whatever it is, as says, I'm going to release this story about us hooking together unless you pay me. And you're going to believe that it's the truth.
You don't believe that Trump ever cheated on any of his wives? Is that what you're saying?
I don't know if he did. I don't care. I don't care. Nobody cared that Clinton cheated on his wife. Nobody cares.
People shit on Clinton for it.
Yeah.
People.
I don't know if he did or he didn't. I don't know. I
What's
don't
his
know.
favorite Bible verse?
All I know is the leverage appeared.
What's his favorite Bible verse?
The leverage didn't appear until he ran for office.
That's true. Same thing that happened with Kavanaugh. It's the same thing. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't disagree that it's bullshit. I'm just saying that it probably happened. You're not going to get me to. You're not going to get me to
look. Look, it was a house of fucking cards ready to come down when he fucking made the statement to Billy Bush about, grabbing women by their pussies. Okay,
who cares?
And right after that, no, I'm saying the tie-in to Stormy Daniels was that, and then. His fucking mouthpiece, his fucking fixer.
You know what he said? He said he didn't say he grabbed their pussies. He never grabbed anybody. He never said he did it. He said you can do this and get away with it. That's all he said.
If you got the right kind of money,
you got the right kind of money, you can get away with it. Now, who disagrees with that?
He owned what?
Who disagrees with that?
Universe pageant, the Miss Universe pageant, and he perved around the fucking. Come on, you got to give him fucking kudos for that.
I personally, I would too.
Look,
a lot.
He never said to him that he did it. All he said was, "You can do this and get away with it." That's all he said. Right. And I'm sorry, but that is not. That's who knows shit, Sherlock.
Exactly. No, the half of them are bad. Don't get me wrong. If I had the opportunity, I'd be bad.
And there was a private conversation with another guy. So it's just crap. Was he ever sued for that? It's all bullshit.
No, and missing the point, Bill.
I didn't say he was a saint.
I didn't say you said he was a saint. I'm saying he's not a very good person.
You never said that, Bill.
No. I think he actually is a pretty good person because I've done some shitty shit in my life. That I'm very embarrassed. I consider myself, and I don't fuck you if you don't believe it. I consider myself a pretty nice guy. I really do. I consider myself a decent guy, and I consider myself somebody who would do the right thing in any situation. But I've done shit in my past that I'm not proud of. That doesn't define who I am. Period.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm a very good person because of the.
The actual quote is. I'm automatically attracted to beautiful. I just start kissing them. It's like a magnet. Just kiss. I don't even wait. When you're a star, they let you do it. You can do anything. Grab them by the pussy. You can do anything.
All he said is you can do it. He didn't say he did it.
He's right.
He didn't say he did it, Bill. Right. He didn't say he did
it. Yeah. He's not wrong either. He's not
no,
wrong.
He's not.
These dudes. Remember Wilt Chamberlain? He came out. He had sex with 10,000 different women. It's like
there weren't enough days in the week, dude. There weren't enough days in the week.
With over 100 women. I'm in way deep into triple digits, and I'm not rich or good looking. So it's like
I think you're good looking,
and we're sure on gender.
Thanks,
right?
You're welcome. It's the truth. Yeah, Harris. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Harris.
Yeah, Harris Willie Brown.
Like she's a virtue.
None of them are any good. Harris was.
If it turns out that her father is actually half Irish and half Hindu, the only thing that's black in her is Willie. But it's Willie.
Yeah, that's not true. Her dad is part black.
I don't know
what's Irish too, but Jamaicans are Afrocentric. You can't make that distinction.
Yeah,
it's all about the slave trade. Puerto Ricans are part African.
Slave trade. Yeah, exactly. Cubans especially. Yeah,
Brazilians can't say, "Oh, you're Brazilian, you're not African." It's like that's not fair.
Venezuela, all the Caribbean islands, right? I mean, it is what it is. It was the slave trade.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it is. It's the slave trade. Yeah, so it is what it is. But yeah, the bottom line for me is that they need to. I don't like that they focus on race on either side. I agree. The only reason I agree with Trump a little bit is if they're going to focus on it, then fine, I'm going to address it. You know what I mean? If you're going to sit there all day long,
they back him into that corner.
Never spent
This
a
is
minute
the
in
shit
the hood.
No, they back him into that
away.
corner to make him address it, and then it makes him sound like a racist, and it's unfortunate. You know, you when
He
this
fought for
person.
it, so yeah.
Well,
I
look,
don't care.
Jay Bird said she, in fact, hates blacks because she married a white guy. But then again, the Republican said she hates Jews. But the white guy she married is a Jew. So
No. I've never heard she hates Jews.
Ridiculous. This is what's ridiculous about all these discussions, because all they do is
nobody says she hates them, but she's
they take away
politically. She's trying to play both
policy discussions.
She's trying to play both sides.
What I'm doing with my life.
Right.
She's trying to play both. She's trying to play both sides of the fence. I don't care that they're Jewish. Israel is our ally, and we need to support them in what they're doing. We can get into a big, terrible argument of what's going on over there. Nobody wants anybody to die. I don't want a single person to die. I don't want you to die. I don't want those kids to die. I don't want anybody, the people that are dying. Nobody wants them to die, except I'm sorry, Hamas likes when their people die because it makes Israel look like murderers, and that's the problem. That's the issue. You don't start a war with somebody and leave them in power when you leave. You just can't do that. You're not at war with your people. We weren't at war with Japan's people in World War II. We weren't in war with Germany's people. Well, some of them in World War II. We were at war with their government, and you can't go address this situation and think, what if Cuba decided to launch missiles into the United States? Do you think that government would still be in place when we were done with them? Of course not. That's the war. The war is to overthrow that government, put a government that is at least not necessarily our pals, but at least not willing to kill our civilians, not willing to lob missiles into civilian areas, not willing to put babies in ovens. I mean, the whole thing is disgusting over there, what those people did. It is, absolutely. And to accuse Israel of being a genocidal country, if they were, there would be no Gaza. They have the ability to take on Iraq. They have the ability to take on England. They are a very powerful country. They could glass Iran. They really could. Iran does not have nuclear weapons. Israel does. If it was about genocide, it would be over already. That's not what they're trying to do. They're trying to create. They're trying to create an environment where everybody can live, everybody can prosper. That's the only country in that region where me as a Christian, someone as a Jew, whatever, can go over there as a Muslim, whatever, and like Turkey, for example, and exist. Yeah, there's no other country there that can do that. These idiots that are, for example, the LGBTQ for Hamas. Are you out of your fucking minds? They would hang you. They would kill you. It's crazy that they're supporting that government. Now, I would like it to end.
Supporting the Palestinians.
I would like it to end tomorrow.
Hamas? No.
I would like it to end tomorrow. I'd like one less person to die, because who the hell supports people dying? Nobody does. The Jews don't support it. But you know who supports it? The government that's running Hamas. That country,
Hamas. The government is Hamas. Yeah.
Israel left Hamas in 2005.
If Bill,
19 years ago, running yourself, it's your government. And what did they do with it? They took Iranian money, they took Iranian weapons, they just slaughter innocent civilians.
Right.
And you want to leave them in charge of that region where this government, if they wanted to, could kill every man, woman, and child tomorrow, because they really could.
Hey, so the thing that is a problem in our discourse in general, and Tom, you said it a minute ago. You said the Republicans want blank, right? If one Republican says something, then it's subscribed to the entire group, and that's a problem. And if one Democrat says something, then it's subscribed to the entire group.
It's a sensationalism,
and that is a problem. And no offense, Tom, but you just did it because you said the Republicans want such and such. And I'm like,
no,
well,
I'm just stating what
what
the media is putting out there, not what my personal beliefs are, Lon. I said that in that vein. And the thing is, that's the problem. The biggest problem we have today is, the media is not reporting on the news. The media is coming up with their own opinions for us to have. And that's not what the news should be. Now, Bill, you were saying, look, if you did archaeological digs in Israel going back 4,000 freaking years,
I don't recall.
Artifacts from Jewish people, okay? Not Palestinians, from Jewish people. That's how long Jews have been in Israel. You're talking about dating back to the second millennium BC.
At least 3,000 years, yeah.
Yeah. So you got 2,000 here and another 2,000 on the other side, about 4,000 to 5,000 years of time they've been in that area. Now, when Israel was formed as a country after World War II, they took an arid land and turned it into agricultural capable land, commerce, and everything else. And I agree with you. The problem is all this money that's gone to Palestine has not gone for the Palestinian people. It's gone to Hamas. And all that money's been feeding Hamas and their ability to wage war and terror on not just the Israelis, but their own fucking people.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if they actually wanted their own state, they could have it tomorrow. They've been offered a two-state solution twice by the internet.
They've been offered citizenship.
They turned it down.
A two-state solution, yes, but yet Hamas has built tunnels leading under every school and hospital. Okay. And they set up their wares and their command centers in those areas. And then when you surgically strike them, you're going to kill how many civilians at a time? Okay. Because they use their civilians as shields.
Of course they do.
Yeah. And tell me that's not under the Geneva Convention. That's not a war crime.
To politically use the world community against Israel.
Yeah.
Don't think it's a coincidence that Egypt and Saudi was entering into talks with Israel after the Benjamin Accords to recognize Israel.
Yeah.
And then 6 weeks later,
Hamas pulled this. Yep.
They did what they did because to make Israel look like they were
who closed their border immediately? Okay.
Egypt,
with the West Bank, immediately.
Egypt does not want those people in their country. Look,
I have to say the biggest mistake we made in Iraq was not closing the door behind us. Okay. And we let every fucking insurgent group all throughout the Middle East to find a common cause, us. Okay. And we let them in the fucking back door.
We're the great Satan.
And now we've struggled with that fucking decision till today and continue to struggle with it, right?
It's all about money. You know, when Iran was struggling because of the United States sanctions against Iran, there was nothing going on. There was nothing going on. There's no attacks. There was the Houthis had no money. Hamas had no money. Nothing was going on. And so we decided for some reason to give them $6 billion to release prisoners, and then allowed them to sell their oil to the rest of the world. and all of a sudden they were fat.
Yeah, that's too bad. Hey, happy birthday, Mark.
Starts getting attacked. It's all about the money. It's all
Happy
about
birthday, Mark. Happy birthday,
happy
Mark.
birthday.
Whose birthday?
It's
Whose
already been Monday there for a while, Lon, but happy birthday.
Yeah, it's been Monday for a
in the
minute.
morning.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
It'll
Mark.
be Tuesday here in a minute. Happy birthday, Mark, you old dog.
I got old 2 days ago as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Happy
right, Mike.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Mike.
No, it's all a big mess over there. You already know what my feelings are. We should just.
I know we should stay out of it. Unfortunately,
get the fuck out of there.
That country, if we allow them to become as wealthy as they want to be, they're going to develop nuclear weapons that they can actually deliver, and it's going to get real ugly over there. Because don't think that they wouldn't try to
No,
drop.
of course they'll use it. Religious zealots will obviously use it. Hell, we use
that's
two
the
of
problem.
them.
Yeah.
We
Hey,
dropped
let me
two.
tell you right now, this country is not so bad because after World War II, who could have taken over the world? After World War II, when we had the atomic weapon and the means to deliver it, who could have taken over the world?
Well, until 1947, it would have been us, Bill.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Okay.
Exactly.
And did we do it?
Oh, is that your point? No.
Yeah.
Who wants it?
No, we didn't do it because we kind of did have our hands full, okay, at the time, okay, trying to figure out why we got double crossed by the Red Army, okay, and the Soviets.
Wow.
But, we
trusted them from day one,
remember 40, yeah, I know. Remember, 47 was when
If the United States was a giant imperialist evil nation that people like to present us as, we could have taken over the fucking world in
No, Bill, you got that mixed up. That wasn't us. That was fucking the UK. Come on, they were the big fucking colonialists.
You're the colonists. We're not colonists
you
at
and
all.
your goddamn king. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't. We actually haven't taken over much of anything.
Yeah, you did.
Since we've been a country.
I mean, the only problem was the French in your backyard. That was the only problem you had. Because basically you had Spain under control.
Nasty Spaniards and those fucking French.
Spain was like, let Britain and fucking
Portugal
France
at one
fight
point
it out, and we're gonna go find where they stashed all the gold in fucking South America.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Portugal as well. Portugal was a pretty big player at one point too.
Yeah.
Portugal and England, France, Spain, Italy to an extent. Italy
But
owned all of
England-
Europe there for a minute.
Well, yeah, the Romans.
Yeah. So they fucked it all up, which is too bad. And France, under Napoleon, owned quite a big, large portion of Europe there for a minute.
Yeah.
Then they fucked it all up.
Until he got in his own way. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. So it's
Then you had all sorts of other people trying to invade us, like the Norwegians.
Look, the Norwegians were here fucking 100-something years before Columbus got waylaid and thought he was fucking in India. Okay.
I mean, I'm just saying that's the difference between the United States.
The Nords went to Iceland and said, "Hey, this is pretty beautiful." Went to Greenland, said, "This is fucking cold." Hit northern Canada and said, "This is too fucking cold. We're going back." Okay.
Nah, I doubt Danish people would complain about the cold, fellas. I lived in Denmark for about a month.
Yeah.
No one in Denmark's complaining about the cold ever.
Then explain
It's
Minnesota.
fucking cold, son. It's so cold. It's so cold. It was a lateral move from Denmark to Minnesota.
Yeah,
it was a lateral. It was a lateral.
It's a lateral.
It was a lateral.
That and Wisconsin.
Lateral move.
Yeah,
It was just
Wisconsin.
another day in the life for those people because it's pretty much
Wisconsin
the
was.
same.
It's cold and you got cheese. I'm in.
They didn't have to hunt seal and dodge fucking killer whales or whatever they had to do in the. I don't know what else they had to deal with up there, but
And we've definitely got the cheeses.
Yeah, you guys have pretty good cheese actually. What am I
Yeah,
talking
you guys
about?
are pretty cheesy. Yeah.
I still don't understand.
I'm sorry, but cheddar is the best cheese ever made.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Cheddar,
okay.
cheddar is one of
Colby.
the cheapest. Cheddar is one of the cheapest, most common cheeses.
Wisconsin
trying to
cheddar
say?
is the best.
Cheddar is good.
Fuck you.
Brie.
So anyway,
Brie. We used to get brie all the
And it
time when I
can't
lived in
be
Germany. I used
cheddar
to
if
get
it's
brie.
not made in cheddar.
Where's it made? In Colby?
No, it's
kidding.
made
We're
in
not
cheddar.
we're not allowed to call ours cheddar according to official UK.
according to guys in their
Okay,
overstuffed
my bad.
on their overstuffed couches.
What do we
Okay.
call it?
Cheddar is a place in Somerset.
Yeah.
And they do make cheese there.
Yeah, that's where it comes
And
from.
they give
cheese, yeah.
they make a big ring of cheese.
You know,
that they
I'm
give
going to
to
get
the
this
royal
smells like
family
cheese
every
right there
year.
on his couch.
It comes
Anyway,
from the garage.
It looks like he's sitting on a big wedge of cheese there.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
What if
And
I
I-
do really like
I-
cheese though.
I prefer
The Camembert.
no, Blue Stilton.
Have you ever
Blue
had
Stilton?
Wisconsin cheddar, Mark?
What?
Have you ever had Wisconsin cheddar?
I very much doubt it.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
Oh,
I
you
would
don't know what
think
you're talking about
I,
then, do you?
Mike, I don't think they allow it. Yeah. Mike, I don't think they allow it to come through customs, bro.
I got it.
Yeah, probably not. No dairy.
That's some
product.
funny shit. Pepper Jack actually is my favorite cheese, but that's not a real.
That's a Monterey, that's a Monterey
That's not
Jack,
a real-
which is actually cheddar.
Yeah,
What the word
exactly.
pepper
Yeah,
Jack
yeah.
comes from,
Actually, my
Okay.
all-time.
Yeah.
I have
favorite
that
cheese
in my refrigerator right now, Lon.
Is
Actually.
I have Boar's Head, horseradish cheddar cheese.
Mm.
Oh, that sounds good.
horseradish.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I
horseradish.
didn't
No.
I didn't know they made
that
a
first
horseradish
bite-
cheddar.
Yeah, Boar's Head. Check it out, horseradish cheddar.
And where does
That
it come
first
from?
bite-
I believe it.
That first bite, okay. Not only do you get the taste, but it clears your sinuses too at the same time.
Oh yeah, your
It's
sinuses.
fucking great.
Poof.
Oh, it's great.
I
It
mean-
opens right up.
Tom, where's it come from?
We can get cheddar with
Well,
chili.
Boar's Head is going to come. I mean, the cheese is going to come out of Wisconsin, but
Got it.
Boar's Head is sold, I think, all across the United States
Right.
in the deli section.
Sounds
so
familiar.
if they have Boar's Head, ask about it. It's definitely worth a half a pound. Definitely.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I became a big fan of soft cheeses when I lived in Germany. We used to get them all the time. You know, you get the
Yeah,
wheel.
same thing in
and it'd be like
Amsterdam.
a
Yeah.
course, a slot. Yeah. And eat it
Yeah.
with crackers and stuff like that. I used to be a big fan of soft cheese, brie, and
Yeah,
what are
brie,
the other ones? Mark
Camembert.
Camembert.
Mark-
Thank you. And all of
Mark,
them.
what I still can't get a handle on is the traditional British breakfast of beans and tomatoes. I mean, really? Is that how
Yeah,
you want
of
to
course.
start your day?
Sausage, bacon, eggs,
Well, blood pudding.
mushrooms, tomatoes,
Well, sausage, bacon, and eggs.
beans,
That's every country.
and black
No,
pudding.
Bangers and mash.
No, beans,
The only
beans.
thing that I don't
baked
understand
beans
why
and
it's on an
tomatoes,
English
Bill.
breakfast is hash browns, which has fuck all to do with the UK or an English breakfast.
Well, good. I'm
I love
glad that you're disassociating yourself from a delicious.
Hash brown. I like hash browns, but they
Well,
are.
no. You just said
English.
fuck all. We love hash browns here.
Yeah, it's
United
got nothing to do with an English breakfast.
No, beans does though. Apparently.
Ron did not say that. No, I'm only kidding.
Baked beans. Nothing wrong with baked beans at breakfast.
I don't know. Different constitution. Yeah, exactly, Bill.
No, it's healthy.
But that's all you got.
Depends
So
on
now
what
let me
kind
go
of
with
baked
my
beans
hood
we're
rat.
talking about.
That's all you
I
have.
just,
That
you
was the
know,
only protein they might have.
From what I
Yeah,
can-
baked
I
beans,
can
baby.
gather, listening to all your people talking about baked beans, they are not the same thing that we call baked beans.
No, of course
No, they
they're
don't
not.
have any taste.
You know, and we don't serve them on toast for breakfast.
Which are
Ron got
baked beans are haricot beans in tomato sauce.
You know, we consider it a side dish with other things that we enjoy, like steak or
Well, you
or
get-
whatever.
you get
But you
beans
guys,
that-
you will have a beans and toast, right?
With
Well,
For
you see, we
breakfast.
tomatoes,
don't
sliced
consider
tomato
baked
in the morning.
beans going
Yeah.
with steak.
What's wrong with beans and steak?
It's a staple.
I had beans
No.
and sausage today. Actually, I had
Peas.
I had beans
Peas,
and
My,
sausage.
my,
carrots.
my favorite is
Cauliflower.
biscuits and gravy.
Oh, not baked beans.
A good sausage
Green
gravy.
beans, yeah.
I love biscuits and gravy. Yeah,
Biscuits and
that's
gravy
sausage stuff.
with a couple of eggs
Love
scrambled with
Love
cheddar
biscuits
cheese
and
on the side.
You see, there's the other thing.
Yeah, see, I like over medium eggs over the top of it, so it's drizzling over the sides. But
Yeah.
same thing. Biscuits
Mark,
and gravy and
What
gravy.
what you
Mark,
call
I don't-
biscuits, we slice in half and put butter and jam on. You
Mark,
cover
I
them in
still don't-
gravy.
Mark, I still don't
I'm
understand.
sorry. We're seeing too much of your face right now.
Yeah, could
Mark-
you please? Yeah.
I still don't understand why you call
Yeah.
it tomatoes, yet you call it potatoes. What's the
Yeah.
difference?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Tell me.
A
Why is it-
tomato and a
Why is it
potato.
a potato?
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be a potato?
Explain me. You don't know.
We've stopped them.
Mark's like, hey, you know what? Though,
No,
in defense of the English and what they have for breakfast, you eat what you have, and the things tend
So
to
that
come
so
because
Ron,
of what that's what they
should
had.
that should make the U.S. breakfast cold pizza, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That would
Well,
be
you
You
know,
know,
awesome.
the reason
breakfast is
our
called
breakfasts
pizza.
are bacon and eggs is probably back in the day. That's what they had. You know what I mean? They didn't have. If they'd had beans, they would have been eating beans.
No, because we
migrated
actually have a breakfast meal where these guys are eating leftovers from like last week. So
You had baked beans on blazing saddles.
what?
In fact,
Yes, we did. And did you see the problems it caused, Mark?
Yes, exactly. About as much
No,
problems
in Germany,
as
for
sprouts.
example, yeah, they have a piece of bread and some sliced meat and a couple slices of cheese for breakfast every day. Basically, they have a sandwich for breakfast.
You know, it's
I live
funny
in Germany.
when I
In
get
a
off.
lot of European countries, they have a croissant which they dip in coffee and hot chocolate.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
When I get off shortly, which is going to be soon, I'm going to have an English muffin. But
Which is not an English muffin.
okay, good.
It's a
That makes me feel better about
he's
eating
having
it.
he's having that with his French fries. Okay.
Do you notice that Mark never
No,
answered
they're
my
chips.
question?
So French
I
toast.
put some
You got French
Thompson's
toast.
English muffins.
French toast.
Buy two, get one free at
Every
Publix, by the
time
way.
you
For all you.
describe an English muffin, it's not an English muffin, it's a crumpet.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, I'm gonna have an English crumpet
Hey,
with
Blimey.
Do you notice that Mark never answered my question? Why is it a potato?
Oh, I am the
'Cause he doesn't
foggiest
know.
idea.
See?
He doesn't know. You can't answer
He's
questions you
already,
don't know the answer.
we already, yeah. Okay, so I
Did you
gotta
not
go
know
with
that Mark
you.
is not a
I
linguist?
got some orange marmalade and some salted butter in there, and I'm
Mark.
just gonna rock that English muffin. And I'm gonna think about you, Mark, and think this isn't English.
Hey, Mark.
This
Crumpets
is American. So
What
Crumpets
do you-
are lovely with with butter on.
But Mark, let me ask you a question.
Crumpets in the,
Mark.
in the kitchen.
Mark,
I
what,
was
what do
thinking
you
actually
think,
the same thing earlier that I might have crumpets for breakfast tomorrow.
Mark, what would you think if I handed you a fluffernutter sandwich? What do you think that would be?
Fuck knows.
delicious.
Oh, I don't like fluffernutter.
Oh yeah, they
No,
are
it's
good,
gross.
man. They are
Fucking
good.
I don't like
delicious.
fluffernutter.
Fucking
You gotta check your
delicious.
A1C
No, marshmallow
right
and peanut
afterwards.
butter. I love peanut
It's
butter and honey.
marshmallow
It's
and
marshmallow fluff and
marshmallow.
peanut butter on a sandwich.
on Wonder Bread. On
All
Wonder
right,
Bread.
so
Oh, it's got to be
Yeah.
Wonder Bread. Okay.
Yeah, it's got to be Wonder Bread.
Mark doesn't know what Wonder Bread is.
And then you have
don't-
a
you
chocolate
shouldn't.
milk with that. Okay, to wash
Yeah,
it
we
all
fuck
down.
bread up. I'm gonna agree with the Europeans.
That's why-
We fuck
yeah.
bread up. Bread
I
bread
quite
used
like
to be
what's
good.
it.
Fuck, we fuck bread up.
I'm a lover of
You know.
all breads.
I like peanut
okay?
butter sandwiches.
But just peanut butter?
With
Nothing else on it? No
marshmallows?
jelly?
No jelly?
Peanut
about
butter and
jelly?
marshmallows.
Actually, I have onions with my peanut butter sandwiches.
Onions.
Oh,
That's a first.
all right. You got to end the stream on that one, dude. I'm out of here. I gotta get up in
Boy.
the morning and go to work.
You know,
but-
you know,
Yeah, no,
Lauren,
I am not using the head
Lauren, you
half
can
the
take
box.
credit for the peanut butter because you're African American.
But onions?
Yeah, thank you.
That must be it.
Yeah.
Onions.
With
no.
onions,
Onions.
you can have that. No, I love.
Now, let me
I
ask
got
you,
peanut butter sitting
yellow or
perfectly.
Spanish onions?
Spanish.
Which way do you go? Spanish onions
Spanish.
with that.
Why
That's
not
what
English
yellow.
onions?
Yeah, yeah.
What's wrong with English onions?
On bread?
Like most other
in the
things,
bread?
Mike, there's no taste to it. That's why.
Got
I
it.
grow English onion. Well, I grow onions
Oh, okay.
and
good,
spring
man. Hey,
onions,
hey.
which you call green
Eat
onions,
what you want to eat, bro.
and all sorts.
I like peanut butter and honey. Is my favorite thing to do
Sure.
with peanut butter. Is peanut butter. and honey.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
100%.
Peanut butter
honey.
and jelly should be a grape jam or cream cheese and jelly on white bread.
I've gotten
had cream cheese
I've gotten into orange marmalade lately. It's actually
really?
delicious.
Yeah.
Orange marmalade is lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marmalade.
Well, I like strawberry
Marmalade.
preserves, but I found the raspberry preserve that's really good. So.
Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Sounds great.
I used to love Smuckers. You get like whole strawberries in there sometimes. I'm a hood rat, man. When we got Smuckers, it was like, oh my god, it was amazing. We got Smuckers in the house.
Mark
It was
probably
like,
has
wow.
no idea what a
Apricot jam is
Smuckers
nice
is.
as well.
Yeah, we were poor, so we get a jar of Smuckers in the house, and it was
the-
like, oh my god.
With the swirl of the peanut butter with the jelly in the same jar.
It had peanut butter
Goober?
and jelly
Oh,
in the
Goober?
same jar. Yeah.
But Mark probably
That's
has
goober.
no idea what Smuckers is.
No.
Oh, I could
Yeah,
really
fucking-
throw you a curveball. I've got a jar of peanut butter and Marmite in the kitchen.
Marmite.
Marmite. Is that
What is that?
made out of some nut, right?
Smegma. It's made out of smegma. It's made of the cheese that grows between your legs. Come on.
No, it's a yeast extract.
It's a yeast extract. It's made out of the.
You drink a lot of beer, you let it
Like
dribble down your
African
chest and
beer.
into your crotch, and you scrape it off.
There you go, Bill.
What is
It's
it? What's
actually
Marmite
got-
made out of?
It's actually got
It's
like a
it's yeast
beefy
extract.
gravy taste to
Yeah.
it. Marmite.
Yeah. yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's actually a byproduct of beer production. So yeah.
It is. It's the
Feels like a
stuff that's
hop.
left in the vats after the yeast, after the beer's been filtered off the yeast. It's all
And
sediment
who
at
is
the
it?
bottom.
So it's
what
like
is it?
hops and shit.
It's what Unilever is the British company.
That's a company.
Could well be.
Yeah,
Oh,
but it comes in. I remember it was like a round
Ew,
jar
by the way.
with a
Yeah,
yellow cap
with a
on it.
yellow top.
Yeah,
Still is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Marmite.
Man, that's like
yeah.
Vegemite.
Well, that's
There's like a lot of
yeah,
things
that's like
like that.
The
Vegemite.
Australians
exactly.
call it Vegemite,
Yeah.
and it's slightly
Yeah,
different.
yeah. It's like Vegemite is different. I've had them both. Vegemite is
Yeah.
different.
I've got Vegemite.
And this goes
in
right
the
back to
kitchen.
what I said. This is you eat what you have kind of shit. It's like how in the hood we eating chitlins and pig ears and shit. I haven't seen a chitlin or a pig ear since I moved out of my parents' house when I was 15 because I ain't eating that shit if I don't have to, right? but you eat what you have. You know what I mean? And that it is what it is. You know, I don't say they pretend they like it, but it's something they grew up with and then they just keep perpetuating it.
It's an acquired.
You know what I
taste,
mean?
Like
I've had
anything
chitlins.
else.
You don't miss
Yeah.
it, Lon?
It's
You don't
a
miss it?
it's a cultural staple.
I don't.
I've had it before.
I don't.
I've had it.
I don't miss chitlins. I don't miss hog moss. I don't miss fucking pig feet. I don't miss
Right.
pig ears, pigtails. None of that shit.
Sure.
The only thing I eat off a pig is a pork chop and a fucking ham.
That's what's funny. If you're Italian,
and
if you're Italian, you eat all that shit.
and the skins. I'll get the skins sometimes too. The chitterings or the chitteroons or whatever they call them. I don't have any around here. Yeah, the skin.
Cracklings.
You know, the deep fried skin.
We call them
Cracklings. Thank you,
chitlins
cracklings.
in Texas.
All right, hey guys, I
Yeah,
just realized we've
practice.
been on for 3.5 hours.
Yeah,
I know that's what I was trying to tell you. So
When was
But,
that? When
no,
when you were describing chitlins?
4:30 a.m.
But
No,
you've
a few
also
minutes
got to
ago I
remember-
said-
remember, Lon, that
Me and Mark are on
from a
different
pig, you will also
time
get
zones.
ham,
So
gammon, bacon.
bacon, I forgot about bacon. I'll eat bacon off of pig.
Bacon's
too.
good.
Fatback.
Yeah.
Not
Okay.
just pork chops and
The big bacon.
Yeah, pork chops,
belly pork.
bacon, ham. And that's about it. I have
I'm
no-
going
no
to
need
have
for
some
beer.
English muffins, even
Now-
though you can't take credit for that. So it'd be like, I don't care. I'll be
That's
thinking about
fair.
you, Mark, as I do. As love my Thomas's English
Oh,
muffin.
marmalade. He's gonna put butter
And
No,
marmalade.
with melted butter
Buttons.
and marmalade.
I'm hungry now.
I'll be thinking, well, this is not an English muffin, and I will enjoy every bit of it. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, let's say good night.
Rose is going to end us here.
Let Bill end it.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show.
Great job,
We're all
Bill.
too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.